my headphones weren't on, so the background music wasn't playing. Is it worth grinding an AoE over a single target? I mean, they're both gonna be good. Like, have you seen some of the buffs that they get? Have you seen how crazy these dudes get? But I see what you mean. It's like, you're talking about for, like, future battles and stuff, since this does seem to be, like, boss fight oriented, I guess, if you want to say that. I can understand where you're coming from, but... Okay. Yup. But, like, so take me for example, right? Take me for example. What, am I just gonna wait around? Am I gonna wait till I bond up one of these people? Nah, bro, it's Muramassa time. I am in a little bit of panic mode, because I would like to do Durga, but Durga is a little off. He's a little off, bro. She's a little off. I would like to grind Durga. I mean, but you could swap them around. That's, like, the good thing, is that, like, I can do this stuff for, say if I don't have anybody done by the time, I could do Yugioh, and then I could always swap her over into Durga, which is pretty good. Yeah, yeah, it's probably gonna be Melusine anyway. Yeah, Ushiwaka's pretty good. Until I could do Taigong eventually, maybe, something like that. You don't need to have that. Oh, so that was just a big old farce then. That was a bunch of hoopla? You're telling me we were brought around the ringer on that one? You don't actually have to have him bond 10? I gotta find the guy that was originally parroting that around. Because I have been believing that you need to bond 10 these characters for the longest time. I mean, maybe it was just one of those things where, like, because you get to use their bond CE, people just assumed you had to have them bond 10. And I was like, well, that sounds correct to me. That sounds right to me. Yeah, let's bring a Big Dick Iori over here. No, we will not be going with this. We will not be doing the suggested one. Alright, who do we bring? Who can buff this superiority? Who can give him stuff? How's the new mash? New mash is great. New mash is awesome. Could bring the lady. Okay, now I don't know how difficult these things are, so I'm gonna bring some decencies. Here, we'll always have stars. You take the black rail. Actually, maybe you shouldn't have black rail. Maybe that should be like a single target. Like Dioscurry, huh? Y'all can anchor for us. And then you can just have the free big damage. Let's bring my guy Lancelot, huh? Bring my guy Lancelot. And then that'll just be enough. You know, we'll bring a last person. Can't even meme and bring up. Wait, we can't bring anybody else. There's no bronze sabers. Wait a minute. Oh, no, we can bring Jason. Yeah, we got Jason. Why not Gareth? Hello? Is Gareth the saber? What are you, stupid? It's not that hard. Look, apparently there's higher difficulties, right? So apparently there's some of them that, like, some people were like, oh, I can't beat those, and I was like, can't beat those. What a bunch of babies. Person who just levels a random saber to get them to granite bond one. Hey, White Lotus with the subby. Welcome aboard, matey. Is bro washed? Nah, we're not washed. Yeah, but I won't lie, I did forget that Jason existed at all. I completely forgot that dude existed. I can't believe they would do this to Masashi. Masashi is now the gate for anybody wanting to be Grand Saber. I can't believe you have to just farm this woman. Excuse me? Excuse you? No, she has sure hit. Oh, wallahi. Here, you have that. You can have these buffs. Here you go, man. Here, you can have that. My offering after coming back, we'll take it. All right, Muramassa, just get in there, do a little bit of damage, you know, just give her a little smack on the head. I have to watch an ad right now myself, 3 of 6. Crazy you could sub on Twitch and then they're like, yeah, but before you get the adless experience, let's just make you watch a couple of ads. Fellas, is Muramassa good? Is Muramassa sick nasty with it? I do love this new Masashi animation. This new Masashi NP animation is so sick. But I remember, like, I was like, dude, we're gonna get a new Masashi? That's crazy! But I was like, ah, it's an AoE. Excuse me? Did you just remove my buffs? Rude. Oh, she doesn't even hit that hard. Well, I guess we did have the NP down. And now her NP is sealed. My buffs! How could you do this? How could you do this to me? How could you steal my buffs? How could you do this to me, man? Do I need to finish OC4 to be able to do this? I don't think so. Double check. I don't think you have to do OC4. Clear ordeal call 0. Yeah. You just have to do... Yeah, you just have to... I think that's like the prologue or whatever. No! Not my Nero. Invincibility... Oh, it's not even like Invul. It's just like baby Invul. Well, you can only bring sabers to this fight. Excuse me? Is Masashi stupid? What, is she dumb? Training battles. You fight Masashi. Big Masashi. Even huger Masashi. Okay, she just gets huge. She just gets Gigantic Masashi. A 3 million HP Masashi, huh? And we had no pretty boys on our team, so she doesn't fall over. Damn, Masashi just shit out a bunch of stuff. Crazy. Well, now that I know that you don't need to... You don't need to have them bond 10, now I could grind whoever I want. Hold on a minute. This might change some things. What's your loss count out? We just started. We won. Cool. Bond flag. Awesome. While being introverted as fuck. Yes, things. You know how Masashi is. And who knows what you're talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, man. So my only options are Ibuki or him. Now hold on a minute. Now hold on just a dang second real quick. Yeah, I know Takeru counts. Yeah, I know he counts. Okay, where? So where is that menu at? Like, surely this is in class school, right? Okay, yeah. Yup. Saber. Okay, and that's how you go to the grand one. Okay, so it's like right there. Okay. And then that resets my scoring. Yeah, I know you could change it later, but what if I don't have to change it later? Do I even have Grails? No, I guess they just have to be skilled and grailed, I think is what it is. That's it? They just have to be 100? Yeah, but I kind of like Muramassa. I'm kind of messing with him, you know? I'm kind of messing with Muramassa. What is it with that class score? Low-high happened. If you know, you know. If you don't know, stay uninformed. Mushiro being Grand Saber makes sense because his origin is literally the sword. See, now I don't want to do it because the lore nerds are coming out. Now I want to do Ibuki, but I've already made up my mind. I'm going to be doing Muramasa. Muramasa's been my GOAT for too long. He's been my GOAT on this account for too long. I think he deserves it. Do Jason? I think you would legitimately have to drop like 100 subs or something for me to do Jason. I don't want to grail Jason. I don't want to do all that. Black Grail. Bond CE. The 50% starting charge is kind of nice. Kind of nasty. And then bonus CE. There you go. There you go, buddy. But if this counts for me also using... I'm just going to put that on just in case. Okay. Now, where is the big dick class scoring? Ah, here it is. Well, give me that arts. Never mind. I'll shut my fucking mouth. Never mind. The blue border is real nice. I do enjoy the blue border. So now we go back? Okay. And then we just... Oh, okay, so it does still cost AP, but it doesn't cost any of the bleached earth things. What do I get for these? You get the new foes. Got a CE. The Pinnacle of Swordsmanship. When equipped on a Saber servant, increases Master EXP gained by 20%. Man, who cares about Master EXP? Okay, so Masashi just bypasses evasion, 10% buster up, increases hit count by 2 and damage cut by 500, invincibility from non-sabers and 10% crit up, 20% increased damage against undead, demonic, and saber servants. Well, that's just rude. Well, that's not very nice, Mushu. That's a little mean. Yeah, I do see that they drop... I mean, like, what? This is... Yeah, these are crazy. You get so many mats. And QP. And quarter penis. We're bringing... That's a Black Grail Dioscuri. I don't know. Medusa Saber might be the schmoove. Then I guess that this is our support. This is our supporting guy, I guess. They give a lot of bond, too. Good lord. Almost 5,000 bond? Jesus. Yeah, it is 1 grand per class, and you can swap your grand. Yeah. So, like, say if your only person you can grand right now is Saber Liz, right? You could just do Liz as your Saber, your Grand Saber, and then you could pivot over to somebody you actually want later on. So if I decide that Muramassa's a big, fat, bum bozo, then, you know, he could get replaced later. But I don't think we're going to do all that. I don't think that's what's going to happen. Alright, I guess we just stock up on guys, I guess. King of Heroes, do you have enough Sabers? I think so. Fuck it, we'll bring Landling. Why not, dude? I do know the grind isn't terrible. One of my buddies is going through it right now. And it was like... I think if you can't do the 3 million Musashi, they were saying you have to do like 40 runs or something on the 6th one, which is just a little crazy. It's a little cray-cray. It's a little insane. It's a little nutty, but we'll get there. All right, lads, let's just get in there. Let's just kill her, I guess. Let's just murder this woman, I suppose. And then, yeah, and then then we win. We ever played Limbus Company? I have no idea what Limbus Company is. Is there a cooldown or a cost? There is an item. Yeah, you do need an item to do it. So you are restricted on that. See you later, Stinky. Is it worth playing FGO on JP or NA? I play both. I play JP so I can try out, like, the new stuff. You know, like, these new quests coming out. And that way, whenever they come out on NA, I kind of know what's going on. But I main NA because I like to read the story. I like to know what's going on. Now, there are some apps, like this FGO translator thing right here. This is really nice. Because they will, like, translate certain main story chapters. That's really good. So you can still, like, kind of read if you want to. You know, we're saving those for Ace the Savior. You know, we'd be saving those. Alright, next one. NP4, Black Grailing it up? Yes, sir. Back in we go. I thought this was limited to 100 plus. Level requirement is 100 plus. Oh, so I just have to have somebody at 100 plus? I don't get it. I don't get it. But you know what? We're doing it. Look, if I can figure this out, then everybody else will be able to figure it out. I mean, I like it. You don't get it in free quests. You only get it in specific battles, which is a little annoying. But I kind of get it. The grand buff thing is really insane. Like, as soon as they were like, yeah, you could swap out your Bond CE for, like, a 50% instead, I was like, Jesus, bro. So, like, everybody can just do Black Grail farming? Theoretically, like, now it just doesn't matter? And they're like, well, not everybody. You can't use it everywhere. I was like, oh, okay, okay. Excuse me. How many copies are you going for Ace the Savior? As many as we can possibly get our grubby little mitts on. So the concept of Grand Service just gone now? Like Merlin being Grand Caster? Probably. I mean, now you get to pick the Grand Servants. Now you pick! We live back at Coney Island with this dickhead! Thanks for the follow, my boy. Dude, these give out hella bonds. These are crazy. I'm bringing a bond CE. Dude, forget bringing in the spare copies, bro. So 8 copies? Look, I'll be happy if we get to the NP5. Is your grand cost for all 3 CEs? No, actually, you just pay for the main one. That was the first thing I asked my buddy when he did it. I was like, okay, like, I know I'm gonna go through it on stream and I'll figure it out, but do you have to pay the cost for all of them? And they said, no, you do not. You only have to pay for one of them, which is really nice, because that would make team building really wonky. Is Medusa Saber worth summoning? Without spoiling an upcoming video on the channel, I would say that, yeah, she's pretty good. She's a pretty solid lady. She's pretty gosh darn good. Give me the dust. Kind of nice that we know this Medusa Saber is going to be able to do like 1,000,000 damage. Gonna chunk this woman. Now, it is really nice because we're playing on JP, and a lot more JP people wail. So finding just some, like, random mixture... A little bit of that. Yeah, I guess, like, forget the K-scopes. We're bond maxing, bro. Lancelot, are you lawful good? Are you good? Are you a lawful lad? Surely Lancelot's like chaotic. No, he's lawful good. Well, gish guard diddly shoot, bro. All right. I didn't know you were like that for real. So he'll have 50%. Oh, he's got all this stuff. Okay, yeah. I was wondering if I needed to bring a team comp with the shuffle, the 20%. Do I skip the comma banner on NA? You can afford to skip it. Comma comes back like every other day, you know. Iori, do the big damage. Iori, do the thing. Iori, I'm gonna need you to chop your master's balls off. In a video game, not in real life. Wait, does this Musashi have any, like, special traits? Still man. Oh, she has divinity now. Okay. Interesting. That is neat. Good to know. Oh, no wonder Takeru, like, butt blasts his fight, dude. He has anti-divinity. He is AoE, I guess, but he has that, like, mechanic on his NP that doesn't really matter. She's divine. Yeah, I was like... I didn't know, because I was like, well, actually, I was like, does giving him the sky attribute thing even do anything? And I was like, well, let me check her traits. Maybe she is, maybe she's a little different. Alrighty, Iori. Show us your damage. Iori, pull out the Kojiro. Her Buddha thing is constantly there. Yeah, that's why I was wondering. That's why I was curious. I was like, is that just there for show? Or does it mean something? Like, does it mean anything? Is it just for show? On what emulator do you play FGO? So right now, I'm in a little bit of a testing phase. So I'm using BlueStacks for NA, and I'm using LD for my JP. I'm going to get Berserker Toria. Should I skip the other single target? Yeah, like you'll be fine. Yeah, you'll be fine with Berserker Castoria. You'll be fine. You'll be A-okay. She is quite good. Although, if you want, you can still summon for Kenshin. What a bum. Goat Muramassa finished the job. Real. Okay, can I put a little bit of upgrades into my Muramassa now? Because Musashi's starting to get a little beefy. She's getting a little thick with it. Which is alarming because Musashi's already thick. Yeah. Oh, okay. Apparently my laundry's on the dryer. Okay, so we get our arts buff. Cool. Big arts buff. We're doing big damage. Blue stacks more like loose stacks? What does he even mean by that? What does that even mean? I don't know. I like it. Blue stacks is kind of nice. It's been loading stuff really well for me. It's a lot smoother than it used to be. Like, one thing I like about BlueStacks, I get to customize my mouse. That might not sound like a lot, but it means a lot to me. I don't know why. Hey, where's that Saber Medusa at? That Saber Medusa was putting in some work. Medusa. Meduki. Hello. Do we have to use the bum Yori? Not bum Yori. Not him. Not the bum Yori. Alma 90 Saint Course, is she any good? She's really good and she'll age very well. What rewards do you get for farming these nodes? You get... Let's see. There are the little, like, flower heart thingies. There's Lunago tails. There's horns. There's scales. There's the little balls from Lost Belt 2. There's the steel from Lost Belt 2. There's night metals. There are horseshoes. There are the blade dagger things from Trom. There's chains. There's dragon fangs. There's proofs. There's all of the saber material. There is the grand saber farming material. And then you get QP. What, you rolling in JP? I already rolled. I got Oberon. I got my guy. I won. Alright, this Yori is a bum. This is bum Yori. What do you mean you didn't give him his append skill, huh? What do you mean by that? Why is this Yori a bum, huh? You're gonna grind up your Yori and not give him all the good stuff for me and my convenience? What about Charlemagne? BlueStacks takes a lot of resources while LD player takes less, but it's 50-50, really just your preference-wise and what's best for your PC. Yeah, I've been using both. BlueStacks has been working really well. It's like pretty smooth, so I've been really enjoying it. But I don't know, LD, you can kind of mess around a little bit more. You know, you can do like 120 frames per second, which is pretty nice. That's always really enjoyable. High quality FGO, but sometimes it causes it to bug out a little bit. So sometimes I don't use it. Yeah, this is the other thing about BlueStacks. BlueStacks is more annoying to download stuff on. Like, they're like, oh, I want to download Arknight. So, like, well, first you got to go to our store, and then we're going to upload that into a separate instance of your BlueStacks. I'm like, bro, I just want to download the game, bro. This is not that hard of a... This is not a huge ask. I'm just asking you that you do your job and let me play the games, you know? A little annoying. It's a little annoying. Just slightly. Not too much. But it is enough that I do bring it up. Jeez Louise, bro. How many Musashis I gotta beat up here? Right, this is 5. Yeah. Now she's getting a little chunky. Now she's at 1.3 mil. You can do 120 in BlueStacks? Yeah, but then it caused my game to crash. Are the rewards capped? Like, what do you mean, the drops? No, I think you could run it as much as you want. I have heard Okita's pretty good for this. Like, you get a good Okita Brave Chain. She just, like, pops this lady. The Musashi-verse. Yep, strap in, get comfortable, boys. Yeah, there are 7 of them. I'm just like, dude, how many more of these are gonna be? Enable developer mode and using an external program. You share the feed. Oh yeah, you mirror it. I used to do that back in the day. Before we had good emulators. Okay, if my Nero did not have enough to give her the battery, I was gonna cry. Alright, Lokita. Oh, we could do a Muramassa. We have enough time for that. We could drop a little Muramassa NP in there. Should I get NP2? Should you get Tiamat to NP2? Should you grail her? I mean, you just grail the characters you like. Tiamat is really good. So if you're looking for a really good character to grail, she's good. Yeah, like she's worth it. But you can kind of just do whoever you want. The fire one was first, and then we have the water one. I would know because I still haven't done the water one. I'm being lazy. Hey, Masashi, can you, like, not do that? It's, like, really lame. It's, like, really lame of you to try to steal my buffs. It's kind of cringe, actually. The new Musashi does go pretty hard. I do love the new NP, and I'm like, I can't imagine they would give us a whole new Musashi NP and everything, and they're not going to use it somewhere. Like, there's no way they just use it for this. You tell me they're gonna do like a new Archer Gil thing when they do Grand Archer? We gotta fight Gilgamesh or something? Who's the Grand Caster now? Who knows? Me and my friend were speculating on that yesterday. Must be... no. It just means that, it's just like a quality of life thing. Like, we don't actually have anything that expensive in FGO. Like, for how much QP you can have, it's whatever. It's just like, I think it's more of a quality of life thing. Just so you don't have to go into a frantic rave every time a lotto comes around and you're like, I have to spend all of my QP. So I'm gonna have to save and spend, dude. Alright, what can I get for my boy? The hell is this? That just free damage? Okay. Oh, these are like on-card uses. That's the master skill thing. That's cooldown. Buff removal? Whew! Well, la-di-da, dude. Yeah, it's gonna take us a couple of runs. Making him the Grand Caster battle? That'd be pretty cool. Miyu Grand Caster? I think they're just gonna make Herc the Grand Zerg for that fight. I mean, everybody knows Herc. Everybody knows him. You know him. He's the big guy. Everybody knows Herc. He's the guy. He's the lad. Alright, Takadu, get in there, buddy. Takadu, get in there, buddy. Maybe we should bring, like, a damaging master, like, Mystic Code. The CQ Mystic Code is not as relevant as I thought it was going to be. These fights are not as hard as I imagined. Good lord, that's a big-ass Musashi. Good lord, that is a woman. Alright, Takadu, you just gotta... You know what, Takadu? I'm gonna let you get in there, my guy. You know what? You know what, Takadu? Get in there, my guy. Get in there. You know what? You don't need any Muramassa backup. Splat. Yeah, that's some damage right there. The last one is a touch rough. I think she's just big. She's kind of huge. She ain't even hitting for real. We're eating it. The doubled hits is also really good because you refund so much NP. See, if we had the battery skill, Takadu could get in there. But we don't have that because we're stupid. Take Goat. I know, dude, I understand that not everybody's the biggest fan of Takadu, but I did quite enjoy Takadu in Samurai Remnant. Muramassa, splatter her. Oh, the last farming battle doesn't have any break bars, but the recognition battle, yeah, the recognition battle is like 3 break bars. But she takes more damage, is what it looks like. If you NPC her, she takes... Yeah, look at all those drops we got, by the way. Look at all that. Look at all that nastiness we're getting, dude. Delicious. I love it. And we're definitely going to want to put in the time for the last one, because I would like to make the most out of my AP. Because apparently, the last one, you only have to do it, like, not like 10. It's not, like, low. But, like, this one is you get to run it, like, 50 times. This one is, like, 10 or something. So, we're definitely gonna be hitting this one. And worst case scenario, we just command spell out forehead. Y'all think Saber Astolfo got it? Yeah, y'all think Saber Astolfo can do it? Hey, let's back him up. You know what? You know what, Mr. Astolfo? Get in there, bro. Alright, we need something that gives me damage. Damage. Yeah, Lane Link does have an attack buff. But I need my guy to be getting in there, you know? Is it even worth having this? What if I want QP? I mean, this do be dropping QP. Astolfo works pretty well for this. Hey, you know what? That's my guy right there. That's why we brought him. That's, you know, that 100%. You know, yeah, dude, I get it. Give Astolfo a power mod, please, bro. Please. Alright, Astolfo, apply those buffs. Get they ass. I don't want to waste these. Because what if my guy needs them? We'll just say one of those. There's a master mission of doing Grand Quest 50 times, so either way, we cannot judge you if you go baby. Oh, and I gotta do it 50 times anyway? Oh, no. Oh, nay, cringe. No, 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 cringe, no. I have to do it 50 times anyway? No. And he has 2 years to prepare for this? Yeah, you have like 2 years. It's just grailing the servants you want to be grands, basically. Well, here you go. You can have that. I guess it didn't matter. You drop some stars. Put some star down. Give him some stars, my boy. Astolfo, butt blast this man. Astolfo, send him to the underworld. Astolfo, send Musashi back to the Throne of Heroes. Go Astolfo. Hey, he's getting in there. I imagine this was a lot harder when you were doing it initially and people had not granted their characters yet. I imagine this was a lot harder before people had, like, fully souped up their guys. Also, huge bonus because, JP people love to wail. Nah, I'm saving my foes. These generic foes? That's Morgan food. That's Ace food right there, buddy. I didn't see how much QP we got. I don't know if the QPCE was worth, but it worked out. You know, it worked out. So can I cheese the... So the thing I'm wondering is that can you cheese the missions, by the way? Because ClassScore has missions. Where, like, for each node you unlock, you get Saint Quartz out of it. So I'm just wondering, like, can you level that up, right? Yeah, you still get the mission progress. But then does it count for you opening up other nodes? Can you, like, cheese it in that way? Infinite Saint Quartz hack? Legally steal Saint Quartz? Give me that. Give me that. So how much do we need total? That's 40... 140, 80, 140, 140. Is it the same for all of these? 80... 140, 140. And this is gonna be 80. Yeah, so these are... Okay. So you need yourself a little bit of points, huh? So you need, what is that, 140 times 8? Yeah. Then it's plus 80 times 4, and then I need the remaining 40. So I need about 1.5. Okay. Look, for some people, they'll see that as the Saint Core attack. I gotta say, it's cheesing it. Even if you still are using the materials, you know. You mean the first 10 minutes? Ah, what are you talking about, bro? First 15 minutes, at least. You know, the JP players had to read first. They had to be like, well, let me make sure I'm doing this correct. Can you go 2 Saber supports and see how high Muramassa can hit in damage? Maybe later. maybe when we get our Muramassa done. How about that? I plan on finishing him this stream, so, you know, we'll see at the end. And we're getting QP, so we can level up some of our Saber supports as well. We can actually, like, level up landling skills. Who is our other better Saber support, though? Hey, where did my go to Stolfo go, man? I will work with that. Yeah, I can work with this. Dude, who's our other, like, better support, though? We have Landling. Like... Benny Enma's, like, not bad. Benny Enma has, like, battery and defense down. Bedivir's not the worst. I guess. The end game is just a big 1v1 for a title. Real? Truth Nuke. I think Grand Berserker will be Nightingale. That'd be pretty cool. Caesar attack buff. Yeah, but we want somebody that's going to be doing more than just one thing. Yeah, we'd like a little bit more than just the attack buff. Okay, Okita, you didn't mysteriously get like a 50% battery, did you? Let me double check. I think it's a 30. Yeah, it is a 30. You know, Muramassa, you're up first. Keep the damage going. Start the damage train, my guy. Okita, you can get in there as well. Nero for support? What do you mean Nero for support? What do you mean by Nero for support? My guy out here won Nero as the support. What are we doing with... What are we doing with the Nero support, huh? What support are we doing with that? Oh, Nero Bride. Look, you have to specify if it's normal Nero or not. So I was like, what do you mean normal Nero? I was like, what is bro on about? He means Nero Bride? Hey, you gotta specify. There's too many different Neros in this game. You gotta be specific. Is the 4-star Nero even good? She's fine. I mean, they keep giving her buffs. It's not really going to fix her one-hit NP, but, you know, she kind of gets there. It's up a 20-30 on Nero, call it a day. I don't know about that. I don't know about all that. Let's see how much QP we're getting. Saber Alter would murder. She's an AoE. She's not going to do that much damage. We are at 4 Neros, right? Next we need Nero Alter. I mean, technically, if you think about it, Draco is kind of Nero Alter. Like, if you think about it. Woo! He's back. Lakshmi can buff attack and critical strength. Yeah, if we're doing Muramasa, we might have to rely on crit strength. We might have to rely on his crit strength. Stun this woman. Or stun him later. Stun him next turn. Alright, Astolfo, destroy this man. You know what, Astolfo? I will give you the NP gain buff. I see you got a fat arts card right there. It's gonna crit. Trust. Yeah, I'm surprised we don't have Nero Venus. I'm really surprised that we don't have one like that. I'm surprised there's no free-to-play Nero, you know? Like, not like a summer one. Because Nero would say, nah, I get 2 summer servants. Where are the Saber subs? The what? Oh, Saber supports. I was like, subs? Gamer subs? 2 years for current content is complicated. I mean, if you want, I mean, I would hold on to both of your accounts. They're just nice to have whenever one of them is slower. The cups, too. Yeah, give me the Saber gamer subs. Call it bunny milk. Instant money. Big profit. How many drops are we getting? What is the rate at which we're going at this? 112? Not even remotely close. Hey, hold on. 4 million QP though. I understand what people mean. These are kind of like raids. Finally see Grand Muramassa. Hey, look, we're getting there. We're getting there. Maybe if you were NP5. Take your bum Masashi away from me. Oh, we've already learned Yori's a fraud. Ooh. NP4 though? I don't know, dude. NP4? Hold on, man. Hold on a minute, dude. Yeah, 4 mil QP is huge. That's how down bad we are. The 4 mil QP on a run is good. We're down. Yep. Oh, these are... What is this event? Grinding your sabers. What do you mean, what is the event? Does Masashi not have a battery? Excuse me? I thought they gave her a battery. Wait a minute. Did I just dream that Masashi had a battery? I must have just dreamed it. It must have just come to me in a vision. I'm just that wise. Yep, no crit stars, bro. In what game is 4 mil anything a bad or subpar thing? I'm just saying we're that down bad because realistically, we need a stage that drops like 20 mil QP. Or at least 10. I think 10 is pretty reasonable for a daily. 4 is down horrific. That's the future Masashi buff coming next week. Word? I have it on good authority. We're getting that Masashi buff. Yeah, I'm hoping the animation update doesn't actually mean nothing. It's not just like, yeah, it's just cool. Even though, to be fair, they have said, yeah, we just think it's cool. We just kind of think it's neat. Like, okay. Alright. Alright, if that's what you say. Alright, Muramassa, smack him for 10 million damage right here. You know, forget the Masashi buff. When am I getting my Muramassa buff, huh? When is that gonna happen? Look at that, 164? Look how they're massacring my guy out here. Can you stop taking my stuff, Masashi? It's rude. Can you leave my guy, Muramassa, alone? I guess not. Alright, he's cooked. He's pan-fried. He's seared. The better view. The extra damage. And I guess, Masashi, kill yourself. Literally. Take yourself out. You had Muramasa Mighty plus his crits and you pass it up. Yeah, we're not doing Jack Diddley squad. What do you want me to sit here and be like, oh my god, 30k crit, holy shit. Oh my god, bro, 30k crit. Sorry, bro, I'm not, yeah, you can keep your 30k crit. You can keep it. I don't want it. Not my Bedivere. I think what we're learning is that Masashi, not as good as Saber Astolfo. We've put her in the trial by fire. Not as good as Saber Astolfo. Unfortunate. Swing! It's because Muramassa is AoE NP, not single target. That also is probably a small factor. That might be a minute factor. But who knows? We might swap up our Grand Saber someday. Look, everybody's laughing now, but wait until we get the multi-grand battle. Just you wait. Then who's gonna be laughing? Me. I'll be laughing. Charlemagne, I'm good. Alright, where the... I'm just gonna pretend like I didn't see that. Pretend like I didn't see that. That didn't happen. Nope. What are you doing up here, guy? Get out of here. You know, I would love to use Santa Carna, but the GOAT Saber Astolfo's right there. You know, I gotta go for him. Grand Saber Astolfo's a bit hilarious. A bit funny. No, we're not using Iori. He already messed it up. We're not using him. Look, maybe when Iori becomes a good servant, then we'll use him. We can Mighty Chain here. Hold on. Dude, we have the power in this chain. I see the vision. Boom. Bop. Bang. The question is if you grant a support and waste the Grand class buffs. I mean, I'm going to be granting Castoria on one of these accounts. See if I care. Hey, look, Koyan Sky would be great. She could actually do damage as a looper now, you know? When are you gonna make a Fate Minecraft server? Never. Excuse me? Can you hit my Astolfo once? All YouTubers make a Minecraft server at some point? Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's remotely true. I think you have to be pretty in on Minecraft to do that. And I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I see the two casual Andy Grands. People would have to have Astolfo to grail them. I don't think that many people have Saber Astolfo. That's what I'm saying. New DPS meta, dude. I want DPS Merlin. Castor, you're gonna go crazy. One day we will get a Fate open world game, I believe. Keep believing. I've given up on that dream. I've given up on that one. Not sure how that would work? What do you mean you're not sure how that would work? Have you never played an open world game? Alright, just replace the characters with masters and servants. Boom, easy. Like, the idea is not that hard to imagine. It's just if they want to do it. And I just don't think they do want to do it, for some reason. Did you take a peek at the Honkai Star Rail leaks of Saber? I did. Her animations look pretty cool. I do like how Archer looks. He looks a lot like Virgil. That's pretty funny. I do quite enjoy that. Yeah, Hokusai, I don't think we're gonna be bringing you, dog. Big dog, I don't think you're the one. There we go. There's the JP whales I need to see. That's what I need to see. Do you think they left Caster to last because the grand battle is versus Solomon? Maybe. Who knows? They didn't really tell us anything. But that would be a very cool idea. I support that idea. That idea is pretty sick. Now, will it happen? We'll have to see. We'll have to see. It does kind of look like his Fate Extella look. But not the Fate Extella Link look. Dude, I remember when they gave him the mullet, people were losing their damn minds. They were losing their minds. They were like, I can't believe Archer has a mullet. I'm like, you know what? It's kind of growing on me. Kind of growing on me. I feel like they're going to do Galahad as the anniversary character, but I don't know. They could do quite a few people. They could just do somebody completely out of left field. They could be like, actually, the anniversary character, it's the Trailblazer. Yep, we got you guys. The Star Rail collaboration continues in FGO. Big crits. Big crits. Are you pulling for Saber and Honkai Star Rail? Yeah, I'm at like 14,000 gems. And then I've been using my tickets to just like allow myself to pull on banners. Because I'm like, okay, I think I'm going to get to the 20,000 milestone for Saber, which will be pretty good. And then it's realistically, I just want Saber in their light cone. Here, give her a little heal. Lokita's been getting a little beat up over here. And I don't much appreciate that, okay? I don't much appreciate that. But, we'll see. I want to see the account that will grant an Artoria face for every class. I don't imagine it'll be that hard to find. I imagine there's probably like 30,000 people that have that same idea. So I do think you'll probably see that occur at some point. And then like probably like a Fate Stay Night one. Probably a Fate Zero one. What do you think of the Fane? The who? Who? The who? What? Who? The Phantom Tax animations? Bro, what are you talking about right now, man? What are you talking about, man? At ZTL. Hello, Valve. I imagine Cad would do it. Which one? The Saber one? Real? I don't know what that is. Or they're like, what do you think of this? I'm like, I have no idea what that is. I have no idea what you're asking me. It's like, hey, dude, what do you think of Gusklunglius Googlemeyer? I'm like, I don't know who that is. They're like, come on, man. You don't know Gusklungles over here? I'm like, no, I have no idea who that is. Not a clue. Fellas, are we cooked? We have Landling in the back? Nah, check this out. We just unlocked our command spell? Check this out. Bedivere, smoke this woman. Bedivere, destroy this lady. The funny part is that a full Stay Night, Zero, and Artoria accounts are probably the same wealthy dude. It's like literally the same dude. Is releasing alongside Saber in 3.4 and Honkai Star Rail. Check his animations. Literally could not care. I'm not playing Star Rail for the characters. I'm playing it for the Fate collab. Don't know who that is. Don't care. Didn't ask. How did he only see the Saber links and not the other person? If there was other stuff that wasn't Saber or Emiya, I just scrolled past it. I was just like, not interested. Don't care. Me don't care. I have been using my gold tickets on the Herda because I'm a big Herda enjoyer. I do enjoy Herda. I do love my smug characters. There's like a couple of characters I would like to get back. Like because you can now kind of like choose who you want your 50-50 to be. I'm hoping that I can get Sela back on that. I would like my Silver Wolf bag. And I would like my Jing Liu bag. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Firefly would be something that'd be nice to get. I would like to get, oh, what's her name? Ah, what's her name? Kafka, that's her name. Mom. I would like to get Mom. Are there any other Star Rail characters I kind of want? Not particularly. Not particularly. See, I just don't think Agravain has enough hype to really carry an anniversary. Because you gotta remember, at the end of the day, they do like this little thing called money. So at some point, they would like to make some of that money. It is a gacha game after all. Watch it be Galahad as a pseudo-servant and with Shiro as the host. That is double the reason for me to not summon for that character. It's like, whoa, 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 look, I already wasn't summoning for Bummahat over there. You didn't have to make it worse. So Wolf will be buffed. Awesome. Peak. Colossal W for me. I just want my characters back. I want my dupe in Nabrania. I miss having a dupe in Nabrania. Having to like start over. I'm like, man, I remember when I used to have dupes in these characters, man. Oh, I would also really like Fei Xiao. I'm also a big Fei Xiao enjoyer. I think Fei Xiao is a pretty neat lady. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. My TED Talk, Fei Xiao, cool, question mark? Agravain will get hype if he comes back in the story. Another jokes we tell ourselves. Kafka and Clara are the only two characters I like, and the only thing I like about Clara is that she's a giant robot guard. Yeah, it's like really interesting because, when, like, the game dropped, I remember a lot of my friends were like, oh, I don't want Clara because I don't like the mecha character. I'm like, bro, it's a Fate Stay Night reference. It's Herc and Ilya, dude. This is awesome. What is this team? Sabers. You have to use sabers. Bro over here coming in being like, bro, where's the Castoria? Where's the Oberon? What? The FGO player base when you have to use your... you have to change your team support. It's just them, like, crumbling. They're like, what? No! Team building? I know, it's unfortunate. You gotta team build. You gotta use your sabers. Although, to be fair, expected, Bleach PFP, not known for their IQ. What about Herta? Oh, I'm using my gold tickets on the Herta right now. So, like, I'm saving my gems for Artoria, but because there are characters coming out that I would like to get that I might have missed out on, I do use my tickets on them. I did get a Himiko dupe, which was very interesting, because I was like, oh, Himiko, that's, like, really bad. And people were like, no. They're like, Himiko's good now. And I was like, what do you mean Himiko's good now? They're like, she's just good now. I don't know what to tell you. Like, what do you mean? I think I'll use the Fei Xiao Light Cone on Archer. I'm getting that from the weekly pass missions things. I'm looking forward to that. The PFP talk, I'm about to get slaughtered? Nah, dude. You think there's a negative connotation with Dragon Ball fans? Nah, dude. What do you have to worry about? You're worried about nothing. You're worried about nothing, bro. You're worried about nothing. What are you worried about? Look, you're fine. We got a lot of no PFP havers in this chat. Nice. Okita lived. That's what we like to see. Okita, crit this man. What if Bedavir's battery... What if his battery was targetable, man? Imagine a world. Imagine society if Bedavir's thing was targetable. We'd be living in better times. Alright, check this out. Big crit. Not from you. I mean, that was a crit. That was okay. It wasn't... Well, now you're dead. I'm telling you, these double hits are really nice. You refund so much NP back. Yeah, but no, hey, but chill out there, man. Don't try to kill my guys, bro. Let's relax. Let's chill. Okay, and I gotta re-look at my guy's stuff. I'm not gonna look at his stuff, actually. I'm just gonna collect buttons. I elect to not read what my guys do. I elect to not do that. Why? Because I'll win anyway. Check this out. Don't mind me. Don't mind me with my OC as a PFP. Look, that might be worse. That makes you the Tumblr person. That's like, my OC, don't steal. Look, that puts you in the same boat as Christian, if you think about it. I don't know if you want to be in that boat. I don't know if you know. Things didn't go too well for that guy. Actually, I don't know where things ended up with him. I know he got arrested, and then and I watched the body cam footage, and I was like, oh, so this guy is just out of his mind, bro. This guy is just actually crazy. I thought it was just a meme, but I was like, oh, okay, I see the problem. This dude is just crazy. Oh, yep, she did the thing. You're gonna try the Destiny gacha game? No! What are you, crazy? What are you, smoking dick? He's out? How could you let that guy out? That guy's a maniac. Find him and lock him up again. Put him back in. You can only do it for NSFW purposes. Kind of based. My favorite bit is like the Twitter art, where like people are beefing with Twitter artists, and they're like, "Now I'm gonna draw your favorite character pregnant with a furry," and it's like, what? I'm like, I guess if you have an artist and the artist decides to strike back, I don't want to mess with the artist. Now he thinks he's God? What? You know, that doesn't surprise me. He has a child that... Who let this happen? Who let this happen? Alright, it's one of your guys' fault. One of you guys is at fault here. Who did it? Come on. Come clean. Come on, who did it? Who wasn't paying attention? Who was the guy watching him at his cell and they gave into the insane ramblings? Who did it? Give us you Olga's the Anna servant, and they give us a limited and non-limited SSR ticket. I think the limited SSR ticket is kind of cope. I do, you know, I'm kind of down with it. It's a good copium. But I definitely think you can expect a, like, non-limited character. Like, you know, like the waiver ticket. I think they'll give one of those out. I think, at best, it's a year 3 limited character. Because then that way they could be like, well, technically you can get Merlin or Scotty, right? But you can't get any of the heavy-duty people. And then here's my thing. If you give everybody Scotty and, like, Merlin, do they just never buff them again? Because we know they're a very greedy company. Oh, 3 GSSR? Yeah, something you have to pay for? 100%. I would expect a lot of, like, you could do 2 Destiny order summons. They're like, yeah, just give us all your money. You can give us as much money as you want. I agree with that. I think you could expect to see paid things. Paid things, probably. But for the freeze, I spit on them. I spit on them. They get waiver and they'll like it. That's kind of how I feel. That's what I think is going to happen. Honestly, messing with somebody who can draw you pregnant is not a smart idea. Exactly. Don't fuck with the artist. They'll be like, oh, yeah. So you don't like Shinji, huh? Well, I'm going to draw a really highly detailed Shinji and Rin art. And you're like, no, no, no! Like, how could this be? How could you do this? Like, fucked around, dude. Who's more greedy, Lasengle or Nintendo? Probably. Like, it's Nintendo, surely, right? Right? It has to be Nintendo. Like, there's no competition between those two. Hey, we're gonna Switch 2. It's of a dubious price. The price will be whatever we feel like it should be. Can't say anything. I bought the guaranteed 6-star recruitment in Arc Knights for Jessica Alter. See, I would do that if I knew that was out. I think I bought that once because I wanted Surtur really bad. It was like Surtur, Silver Ash, and like Mountain or something. So regardless, I don't remember who I got specifically from that, but I remember I was happy. GSSR with 2 chances of 1 5-star. Nobody hates Nintendo fans more than Nintendo? Exactly. Yeah, Nintendo for sure, exactly. Like, it's... Like, I'm surprised I'm even able to use Nintendo music right now for streams. Because of how greedy they are. I wouldn't be surprised if they were like, sorry, Wind Waker came out in, what was that? Came out in the last 200 years? Yeah, you're not allowed to touch that. Don't even look at it. Don't even whistle the Wind Waker tunes. Like, okay, buddy. Alright. Okay. You have any Bond 15? Yeah, I have a couple. Bond... This is Bond level, right? Yeah, we got Castoria, she's there. Ibuki's getting there. We gave her a little bit of a break. Had to give Morgan a break. Had to give, you know, some of the other guys that were hitting up there. But now, there's a reason. Look at that. 25% Bond. Come on. Come on. Stop playing with me, man. 25% Bond? For free? Nothing? For freeze? Do it, artists of the internet. You gotta go start beef with some artists. You need to get into Twitter drama first. Step 1. Drama. Step 2. Profit? Question mark? No Okita face cards. Might be a little rough. Does MASH need lanterns for Bond 15? Let me check. You know what? I'll check for you, because I don't know. So I will double check for you. It appears... I think she does. It looks like she does. Nothing on hers is different. So, the going assumption would be... yes? My Twitter's been dead since creation. Time to revive it, just to have beef with artists. I bought Jessica Alter because I needed a better tank than Saria or Liscarm. Hey, whoa, 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 what's with this Saria slander? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, what's wrong with Saria? What are you... you trying to have some beef? Is that what's going on? Bro, he's trying to start a fight. My defensive buffs, no! Alright, Bedivere, you need that defense. It's mission critical. Alright, Okita Chopper again. The Clash shining there can fry up a cell phone. Thank you, that's really annoying if so. I mean, I would assume so. It doesn't look like there's anything different on her page. There's like nothing indicating that she's like free. Hey, don't kill my Okita. Hey, chill out. Knock it off. Yeah, that I have been doing that. I did swap my MASH back to her first ascension because I was like, wait a minute. She could be a free Bond 25 battery. You get 25 from a Bond 15, Bond 25 your MASH, dude? Or Bond 15 to get the 25%? Ooh. Kind of weak compared to Lascarm. Fellas, do we kill this guy? Grand Caster must be the easiest to do. You gotta have a good DPS. And it does depend on who they pick, right? Because if they pick, like, okay, say they pick, let's say they pick any demonic servant to be, like, the caster, right? Then Izumo's really good. She can make really, like, light work of that. Like, say the Grand Caster is Shuten Doji Caster, right? That's who we're fighting. That could be pretty good. Kind of depends. I get to unlock another node. But I do agree it'll be really easy just on the fact that you have a lot of supports. Which skill to use on Saria? 2 or 3. Just depends. And IS for skill 1's also pretty good. If you're doing integrated strategies. What is this? Alright, hold on. Let me peep this. Let me pull this up. Grand Dual Saber. I want to see if there's a list for like how good all these things are. Clear Quest, Grand Training Battle. Unlock 16 Saber Grand Class. Let me just find out what these values are. Let's see. Just predictions? Come on, man. The extra attack one on the right is insane. 200% is crazy. When did I get Horn? Horn is good. I like using Horn. I treat it like a 6-star gummy. I mean, that is oddly accurate. That's a bit accurate. You're not wrong for that one. No violation on that. He gives us universal mana burst on every attack per chain. That's crazy. Is her module worth it? Modules are always worth doing in Arcanites because they're just like free buffs for the character. It's never not worth doing. Why does that Taco have to be NP1? Why is that guy broke? No Ioris. We're not using Ioris. We already saw that guy. He did not pass the fraud watch. We're not using Watanabe. Hell no. What are you, crazy? Well, I guess it's a low-key to time. Put Muramassa in the bag. Fuck it. I was just Ascension 1 on Muramassa, but that dude looks clean on 2 as well. I really vibe with the second Ascension. I don't know why. I really jive with it. It's because he's wearing off-white. I mean, the first Ascension is very iconic because of the Shimosa story. But Ascension 2, he's kind of got that on, you know? Kind of got that shit on for real. Okay, one Okita card is a little... Yikes. Muramassa's our tactical nuke. Real? Real and true, bestie. Okay, cool. We glorbed up all this stuff. You know, let's let, maybe Nero Bride wants to get in there, right? Maybe she wants to get in there. I M3 laptop today. What did he mean by this? I'm hoping for Exusia Altar event. Executor Altar and Artoria will be on all banner. I have a chance of getting them. I feel really bad because I did not even want the Arknights Artoria. But I got her. I was going for like I think it was like the banner character, and I got both of them. I have Suffering from Success on Arknights. I have too many 5-star characters. Too many 5 stars. Too many. So I'm just never going to get around to my, like, or I guess there's 6 stars on that game, so I'm never going to get down to, like, my proper 5s and 4s. Big damage turn? Alright, we lower the defense. We hit them real hard. And then Okita, I don't think you do anything on NP, right? Reduce their defense? I guess it should be like that. If we're trying to min-max our damage and try to lower D, we send like Bedivere last, gets to attack into the broken defense. And he gets a huge Buster buff. You know, Bedivere would be a pretty cool Grand Saber, just because he's like effective. The first one feels like, oh yeah. The third one kind of feels like they're going like Fate Stay Night, because it's like Shiro once he like aligns with Alaya. I think how it works is on Brave Chain, every attack gives 1 50% Buster, Arts, and Quick. Then it uses 1, but the other 2 remain. So if it's a Mighty Chain with an NP at the end, the NP is 150%. That's crazy. That's a little nuts. Hey, whoa. Let's chill out there, guy. Chill out there, my guy. Alright, wait, aren't we supposed to do this one for the buff success? Yeah. I was a little goofy on that one. That was a little goofy. But we're chilling. We're gonna be just fine. 50k crit on Nero Bride? Love to see it. No crit on Okita? Hate to see it. Okay, please attack Okita once. This is why I hate Masashi. This is why I hate this character. Never mind, we had our battery. Masashi, more like washed? Question mark? Here you go, Buster Guard, buddy. Get in there, big damage. Get in there, Lancelot. Third is just Emiya, but with a softer face. Yeah, so it's Shiro. Shiro is just nicer Emiya. Dio Scurry can't do damage? What do you mean? Now we're getting that crit. If we don't get the crit, I'm gonna feel real goofy. Okay, we got the crit. Nice. In your setup? Bro, my Dio Scurry's NP1. What do you mean? What do you mean NP1 Dio Scurry? We're gonna be here forever. We're never getting out of here, dude. We'll be stuck here for 95,000 years. We ain't never getting out of here. Dio Scurry NP1. Get a load of this guy. You guys hear this dude? You hearing this guy? NP1 Dio Scurry. Dub. Dude, we're just casually farming Bond as well. I guess there's like no rush to finish the thing because the drops are pretty good. We could use a lantern as well. Really buff up our Bond. I almost brought Lakshmi because I saw an NP5 character, and then I took a second glance, realized it was Lakshmi, and I was like, yeah, we'll actually be there for 85 years. All right, Takadu. When are you rolling? What do you mean, when am I rolling? Rolling on what? Rolling on what? Get a load of this guy. Oh, we don't even have the arts card. Well, then I will save my battery. But not this. We need the bet of your damage. The bet of your damage, actually very impressive. Very, very important. Get that NP2 Dio Scurry? Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Pass. I'll double it and pass it to the next guy. How about that? Look, I get it. I understand the Lakshmi Grand. Lakshmi, she's pretty good looking. Now, her kid, it leaves something to be desired, I think is the nice way of putting it. I think Masashi recognizes the strength of Takadu. She was like, I can't even begin to even approach that man. That they, them. That it. The us. The we. Look at that refund. That if your damage important and bro doesn't even use his card. See, that's what in the business we like to call sarcasm. But I understand. You got 2 strikes working against you. Bleach fan and he's playing Fate? That dude definitely can't read. And most certainly cannot pick up on social cues. The sword, don't forget the sword pronoun, true. The blade shing, you know. The back and the back and the front hand, you know. Both edges. You know, now that I'm kind of getting into it, this isn't very hard, but it is kind of tedious. But I guess that is why they made the drops on these nodes particularly good. NP3 Masashi. Blech. You watch Bleach? I've seen Bleach. That's what you mean. Yeah, the more I have to use Okita for these, the more that I realize my goat might be washed. My goat Okita might be washed. But not with this hand. Hold on a minute. You know, Okita, you know what you need? You need a skill that drops stars immediately. Yeah, for a 1 million plus node, you know, with it being like a 4-star level 100 node, it's ain't that crazy. Sauce's HXD, yeah, it's in the stream description. At least if you're on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, it's in the stream description. That guy be doing the Lord's work. If you are a Jolter, Morgan, or Nightingale fan in particular, whew, that boy's making sure you are obese. It's Thanksgiving every day. Or at least every time that he posts. Do you think there is a way to consistently one-turn this fight? Like, do you think it'll be found eventually? Probably. Probably. There's probably some, like, double saber setup that will get around it. Or there's probably something where it's like, if you have this guy at NP5 and he's fully buffed, and then, you know, you get a Brave Chain with these 2 cards. Probably. Finally, an Okita Grand Showcase. I mean, she's putting in work. She's getting in there. I can unlock another node. I could do another node. You can say that about all of FGO. This isn't very hard, but it's very tedious. You know, yeah, that is pretty real. It's like, you know, this ORT fight's not very hard, but it is taking me a long time. I'm mostly just hoping to FGA farm it. That would be smart. I mean, FGA will just do the most high damaging things. You could be like, alright, do this at the beginning of the fight, and then FGA would be like, yeah, but like, what if it doesn't kill? It's like, well then from that point, you're just gonna beat them to death. What about Okita Alter Grand? I think the single mother deserves to be a grand. Just not my grand. Alright, fellas. Let's do something stupid. Let's try out the Salter. Alright, I know there's some people that want to see what kind of work can Grand Saber Salter get into. $120 NP5, all Grand scores unlocked, and presumably all Saber scores done. Yeah, my Saber scores aren't exactly the best. Oh, we need that for a refund. Fuck it. You know what? Go get him, Salter. I believe in you so much, I'm gonna use a command spell. Get in there. I didn't know you could NTR your other guy's servants by using the command spell on them. That's kind of funny. Is that NTR? Can I get her a crit? Close. It's kind of a crit if you think about it. Time for you to NP5 Muramassa. Are you gonna give me the money to NP5 Muramassa? Hello? Look at this guy talking crazy. You know what? 800k for an AoE character? That's not bad. Summer Arish thinks it's NTR. Well, Summer Arish can respectfully suck the back part of my ballsack. Which is not an insult. That's just a fun time. That's just great. Why is Salter's class shining differently? Probably command spell. Or the command spell. NTR question mark. I'm not answering that question. That's a question you need to have with your dad. Or mom. Or both. One of them. I'm not having that conversation. It's not a conversation for the faint of heart. Eat. Ooh, never mind. We do the Mighty Chain. Well, not Mighty Chain. We do the Brave Chain. I want to grand my Okita Saber. Good choice. You know what? I was ragging on Salter, but she kind of got in there. You did not do all of part 1 in 2 days and read the story? Reading the story might be a little bit. I mean, the chapters aren't, like, super long. But Camelot and Babylonia are pretty long. 120 Grand Giles on my support list. I fear and cower before that guy. Why? That guy's clearly mentally sound. That guy's clearly doing alright. I have already had 5 FGO account in NA, which I read up through to Lost Belt 7 or 5. That guy really likes reading. He said, I love my reading, dude. Knowledge is power. You know what? Props to that guy. He said, I just felt like reading. I get myself a good book. I sit by the fire. You know? Chilling. Thank you, Astolfo. Astolfo, do a big mega crit. Good lord, that's a lot of damage. Hey, hold on. Somebody was asking about the 1-turn. Astolfo might be able to do the 1-turn. Imagine if my bet of your skills were leveled. That actually, I mean, that's pretty close. That's pretty close, because Bedivere... No, his skills are leveled. Neurobrides are leveled. Hmm. We do a little bit of a Neurobride leveling? What do we think? Is that Plushie's Astolfo? I don't think his is 120. I don't think we're at it on JP. I cycle through friends too quickly. I'm like, oh, you didn't log in 2.5 seconds? You're out. It's max level time. This is Granding Servant, right? Well, I just got to JP. Are we allowed to use one class? Yeah, right now, it's just Sabers. Archers, I think, are coming at the end of the month, or beginning of next month? Something like that. Unfortunately, I don't know if there's another person I would want to grand over Muramassa. Muramassa's just been putting in the work on the account, you know? He shows up every day. He does his due diligence. That's my guy right there. That's my dude. I thought Berserker's next. Wait, are they going out of order? Ooh. Berserker will be fun because we'll just be slapping each other really hard. Here you go. Here you go, Muramassa. Here you go. Yeah, if Berserkers are next, it's probably going to be an Ibuki angle for me, dog. Probably going to be an Ibuki angle. Could do Low-High would be funny, but Ibuki has been the hard carry. She's been a hard carry on the account. I kind of feel like she deserves it. She is also NP2. It'll probably be Ibuki. Like, I think I made, did I make a support? Oh, okay, I didn't. Okay, so, like, if I'm thinking of, like, grand support idea, right? It's probably gonna be, like, Muramassa. I'm gonna have to... Well, I don't have to bond up Durga anymore, which is nice. So it'll probably be Durga? Probably. I would like to do Tomoe, but my Tomoe is not very good on JP. My NA Tomoe is pretty good. My JP Tomoe is not super great. Could do Arjuna. That'd be very funny. Morgan's going to be the Grand Berserker on NA. I'm trying to have my Grand be different. I'm trying to be a little quirky and different on both. Yeah, it probably is just Melusine. Maybe I could be quirky and different and do Britomart. Or I could do Kagetora. People do Kagetora. If we can only pick one Grand over here, I'll probably give it to Jolter. And if I do Kagetora, that lets me sidestep tension. Like, I feel like I probably gotta do Jolter, probably. Rider, huh? I don't want to do Taigong. I like Taigong. Caster, because I'm gonna do Ace. This is gonna be my NA one. Huh. So what do I do for my JP one? I might just do Castoria. I might just, screw it. I'm gonna do Castoria. Who's gonna stop me? Nobody. Could be a Thrud angle. Could be a Thrud angle. Could be. What is Locuster looking like, huh? NP3? Will Jolter not be your extra one on NA? See, it kind of depends. Yeah, like, I think she might be. So, like, maybe? I don't know. See, I don't really know. I'm having a hard time deciding. Not really sure. Not sure. There's too many good options is the problem. The problem is there's too many options. Too many of these characters are good. Jack as a Grand Assassin would be insanely funny. But I don't want to level up her skills. Her skills are dookie. Maybe it is a comma angle. Summary bussy. Actually, here, let me sort this into extra 1 and 2. That means you gotta get off there. Put the dog there. Alright. Like Golden BB, I don't dislike doing. I don't mind doing Kenshin, because then I could do like Britomart. That'd be kind of based. I think Britomart would be pretty cool. And then if we get an extra 2... See, why do these guys both have to be on extra 2? Maybe I'm different. Maybe I'm just different. What about that? I feel like that's pretty good. Proto Arthur with 2 Buster Crits can 1 turn the 100. You know what? I believe him. I believe him so much that maybe we'll use Arthur. Poison Dark, keep that freak away from me. Keep her away from me.
The strongest duelist won in the end.
Genix with the big subby? You could say that guy's at Subway. Arthur will be my Grand Saber on EN. That's the problem, is like trying to decide who you want. Thankfully, you can swap though. That's kind of cool. So if you're like, I think it'd be cooler if actually Arthur was my Grand Saber, then it's kind of cool. Swap up. I would love to try Barghest if it wouldn't take me 9 million years. Alright, time to test out the theory. Time to test out the Proto-Arthur theorem. Was guy yapping? Or was he capping? I'm getting a Gilgamesh Grand Archer. Yes, sir. What is the best event 4-star? That's a good question. Because some of them do different things. But some of the better ones, like Kentucky Rider will always be good. Rider Liz is also always going to be really good. I mean, Ruler Da Vinci's always just going to be pretty solid. But it's like she kind of gets phased out once you start getting better people, but she's not bad. Definitely good to have. Santa Martha has her use cases, but I don't think she's like in contention for best. Let me think here. Like, Iori's really strong. Iori's really, really good. Saika's pretty good. I think Baby Ku is a little too generic to be considered to be the best. Yeah, Berserker Jean and Saber Hokusai are good, but they don't have enough to compete with some of the more recent needs that modern characters have. Arthur, what do you mean? Arthur, what is this? What are you doing, my guy? I'm gonna choose to blame the friend, and not that my skill is not leveled. We don't even have a Buster Crit. But thankfully, this is a 3-turn buff. Awesome. Emiya more like creative insert here. What does that even mean? Look at all that NP we got back, boys. Hey. Lay off the guy, man. That is a Buster card. Let's make it a 30%, huh? Let's make that a 30%, shall we? valid Emiya glaze. You see, I'm kind of alright on Emiya. Like, I'm pretty neutral on him. Like, I don't hate Emiya, but I'm also not an Emiya glazer, you know? I need Arthur Alter. I need Arthur Alter so Protoku can get his respect. Because we do have Arthur Alter. That was in Prototype 2. And the person that had to stop him from bugging out was my guy, Ku. You know what, Arthur? Get another one in there. Get back in there. Yeah, grinding Giles is kind of funny. Well, look, that guy just really likes Jean, right? He's using that Giles as a Jean support. No crit. No crit! Sad. The face card damage kind of insane, though. Bro, lay off my Arthur, man. Lay off my mans. Arthur, he's catching strays out here for no reason. Oh, there's the Buster crit. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. Ow. No, not Bedivere. Not my guy, Bedivere, no! Alright, pop all the buffs. Arthur, destroy this woman. It always catches my attention when steel pans are in music. What the hell is a steel pan? I was in drumline. How to do all this fancy schmancy stuff. Is a musical instrument originating in Trinidad and Tobago from Afro-Trinidadians. Steel pan musicians are called panists. I see. Well, okay then. Alright. Neat. Cool. Thank you, Arthur. Arthur, become aggravated and destroy this woman. Arthur, send her to the Shadow Realm. It was literally the last song. I was too locked in. I wasn't focusing on the background. I was locked in. I'm gonna lock it again. I forgot I don't need supports from each class. I mean, you don't really need the supports. I think these are, like, strong. Like, I think the characters themselves are just pretty tough because of all the buffs they get. Barghest next. If we find an NP5 Barghest, how about that? If we have an NP5 Barghest, perhaps we'll try out Barghest next. Perhaps. No crit. Not that we could crit. Big refund. Hey, tap Salter. That works. You know what? We'll take it. I think if I want to use my battery now. I don't think I do. Berserker has like one possible art supporting class. Look, big ups if you have Nightingale, right? Nightingale, big W. Salter is washed. Nah. She's just a little tired. We didn't give her any burgers today. Just a little bit of chip damage, you know? A little bit of chip. That burn is going to come out to benefit us. Big. Not Bedivere. What did Bedivere do to deserve this? Support Morgan, what a time to be alive. You know what? We'll grant him that one. That. I already have the guaranteed crit. But you can give her the heal. I would appreciate that. No! We had a mighty chain! I can't believe my game just crashed. I can't believe it. I can't believe my game crashed. At such a convenient time. I can't believe it would do that. Bedivere will never lose. It is the Ichigo meme. I could never see Bedivere losing. Bedivere gets clapped by Masashi. No! My guy. Alright, correct chain order this time. I will not just pass up the quick card that's literally staring me in the face. Rage quit? No, you can reset your game. You can reset the turn order. Kama summons are next, I'm sure. Excuse me? There we go. Proper chain order. There we go. Now we get big damage. Can't believe FGO doesn't do the Dokkan thing. Dude, thank God they don't do that. You can make all the mistakes you want. Big damage. Moderate damage. That was okay. That wasn't really that crazy. It was alright. Hey! Well, alright, there goes Salter. This is why we got Emmy in the back, though, for Wash Tori over there. That's not Emiya. That is indeed not my guy, Emiya. But you know what? If you squint really hard... You like squint pretty hard and you imagine it's Emiya? It could be Emiya if you think about it. This run might be cooked. Nah. Nah, we got it. See? See? We're chilling. We're fine. We're fine. We're chilling, dude. We're chilling. I'm telling you, this burn is gonna come in clutch. I'm telling you, it's coming in clutch. Oh, somebody will probably grant their Angra, mind you. And I feel very bad for that person because I don't think the joke is funny enough. I don't think it's funny enough to warrant doing. But you know what? 07 to the poor sod that decides to do that. Get that guy out of there. Now just show me all of the Muramassa cards. That is the Muramassa cards I want to see. Muramassa, send her back to Oblivion. Muramassa, send her back to AD Japan. Isn't there a character that does more when they're on fire? Like the Nobus? Yeah. The Burning Battlefield? Good job, Muramassa. Now just don't get crit. See? That's step 1. Step 2. Do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this. Boom! Easy! This run is cooked. Nah, we had the boy Muramasa in the back. You gotta believe. You have to believe in the boy Muramasa. He's good. He's good. He's strong. He's a tough cookie. Some would say he's a tough nut to crack. Not me, though. I wouldn't call my boy a nut. But he do got those nuts. If you're picking up what I'm putting down. You know, if you're smelling what I'm stepping. You get a lot of Sanquins for this. They're really doling it out. It's only gonna be like 30 Sanquins or something, but I'm just so happy that I got Oberon that I'm like, I'll take anything. I'll take any Sanquins you want to give me. I see Quick Arts Buster. Hell yes, dude. Give me that. Ooh, how much do we need? 140, 280, 420, 560. Oh, that's 640, 720. Okay. Only 720 to go. Oh, Lord. Who is better, Benny Enma or Okita Alter? Probably Benny Enma. For, like, quests like these, Benny Enma. But for farming, Okita Alter. What time is it for you right now? 8 in the morning. Hey, are Incantation Medics and Arc-Knights good? You have to ask me, like, a specific character. I kind of just practice. I just use and keep track of the characters. I don't keep track of all the subclasses, because I'm like, they're like, this is a super high alloy Gefugelmeyer caster. Oh my goodness. And I'm like, bro, just tell me what they do. If you ask me the person, I could probably tell you. But I don't keep track of all, like, the little subclasses for things, because it usually doesn't matter. Is Chloe Archer good for farming? I mean, she's fine. She has a 50% battery. She's a free NP5. Like, is she gonna drop a guy with 2 million HP for you? Not really. But can she... You know, you run into a big 300k guy, can she drop that dude? Yeah, she could drop him. She'd be like, don't worry, boss. I'll kill that guy. Hey, don't worry. I got it. Give me some stars. Hibiscus the Purifier. That who I think it is, then no, they're not good. Yeah, the Hibiscus Altar, she's not great. But the nice thing about Arc-Knights is if you really are ass determined to make a character good, you can make them look decent. 9 PM right now, skill issue. Well, that means you're going to bed. I'm awake. I have my coffee. Don't you hear we're literally in the Congo as well? Hear those bongos? That's not the music. That's literally just what it sounds like outside my place. No, Buster Crit. Come on, man. Come on, Arthur. Come on, man. Come on, bruh. Gotta find a decent farmer or a support from the event, but it's taking mad time. From the event? The JP event? Because NA, all we have is story right now. I mean, if you're looking for like a farming servant, then you're gonna want to look for an AoE character. Watch this beginner video, it'll help you a lot. True, it's like I don't have a beginner's video out. Crazy, right? Except Serpia, she's actually the worst character in the game. Who the hell is Serpia? Oh, Spuria. Yeah. She's cute, you know? And I wasted the mats for her. Skill issue? Question mark? It's pretty much only in my left ear. I can also hear it in my left ear. That boy's going crazy. I kind of want to ask about specific stuff. Well, you have time to ask right now? What the chat's for. That's what I'm here for. Yapping. Oh, that's a pretty fat Buster card, my guy. That's a pretty fat one. 100% is crazy work. Arthur, kill Masashi. I'm torn between Muramassa and Ibuki. Well, I did Muramassa over my Ibuki, but that's because I feel like it's giving Muramassa his props. Like, he was like the main farmer on my account for the longest time. So I gotta give him props on that. He's gotta get his respect. I don't have image perms? Yeah, because there's freaks that join in. You can't be giving image perms to any random person. Especially to people on Discord? What are you, crazy? That's just asking to have somebody come post a horse cock at 3 in the morning in general chat. Crazy work. Can't trust the untamed masses. Always appreciate your background music for videos. I remember watching your most recent ones and Next to You from Parasite the Maxim was playing. Yeah, I do like the music that I have for the background. It's either like a nice lo-fi beat or it's like copyright free versions of openings. Did you see the guy that made Giles their Grand Caster or Grand Saber? Yeah. We were talking about that earlier. I'm trying to go to bed. Hey, well, don't worry. I'll be streaming tomorrow. And if you're lucky, you might just catch me noodling around in chat. You could trust me with image perms? I definitely can't trust you with image perms. You were like, an artist better draw my OC pregnant. I'm like, we definitely can never trust that person. It's actually mission critical that we don't trust that person. That's the person we have to trust the least. We gotta trust that person the least. Oh, is that Takadu? I thought I got image perm at level 10. I think one of the mods might have been fucking with you. Yeah, the level thing is just how often you're like in the chat and whatnot. It's just like a nice side bot we have for the server. But other than that, it doesn't really mean much. Best way to trigger an artist is to call yourself an AI artist. Yeah, but then, see, I was thinking about that earlier, but I don't think that's going to get them the intended result that they want. I don't miss my personal life and my gaming life. I don't trust gamers to do that. Don't trust the gamer when they say that. Like, bro, don't trust me. I keep the gaming part of me, like, it's like two wolves inside of me, right? I keep them split. Me? Nah, I don't believe that. Not for a second. Not for a nanosecond. Get in there, Neo Bride. Bride! Chop his balls off. Hearing 7 Deadly Sins opening in the background gave me whiplash at first when I started watching you. Look, it's good music. Look, 7 Deadly Sins, the first season, that was pretty good. You know, I didn't watch any of the rest of the stuff, and then I'm less inclined to watch it because apparently the animation style has gone down a lot. The work is going down. The player and the gooner, exactly. There are two wolves inside of your ZTL content creator. One is the guy that makes the videos and gooms to Morgan. The other is also the guy that gooms to Morgan. We are the same. I'll be on tomorrow. Stream me if you're not live when I wake up. I go live at 6 p.m. Central Time. Should I buy my son a birthday present or wail for Durga? What if wailing for Durga is your son's birthday present? Think about it like that. You could turn your irresponsible gambling into a gift for the whole family. Hustlers University talk right now. See, I would if I knew anything that they believed in. But I don't even know where to start for the bit. Are they crypto guys? Is that what they do? Do they do cryptocurrency? But I'm not even that knowledgeable on crypto. I don't even know that much about cryptocurrency. I don't know how much I could waffle the bit. You're always live when I'm in university. Good. Pay attention to me and not the professor. What is the professor going to teach you? Worthless facts. What am I going to teach you? How to get bitches. I honestly only noticed I didn't have image perms when I was going to send a pic of earrings I made in art. How long have you been in there? If you've been in there for like a solid couple of weeks, you could probably go ask Genix. Genix is a reasonable guy. Whatever you do, don't talk to Sergo. Sergo's a menace. Like Spider-Man. He's a wall-crawling menace. We need to stop him. There are two dogs aside of me. One named Alucard, the Destroyer, nicest boy ever met. And there's the Princess Destroyer of Public Park. What is bro talking about? Thank you, Mr. Tate. Bro, I don't know what I'm supposed to say. I don't know. Like, does Andrew Tate push cryptocurrency? I feel like cryptocurrency would be something he would be against, right? Because it's for nerds. Right? Major spelling mistake, kill me. What's the difference between a major spelling mistake and a minor spelling mistake? I feel like if you get a minor spelling mistake, it probably hurts worse, right? It's probably worse if you do the minor spelling mistake. I'll send you a screenshot of what I got. All of this. Mid. Hold on, we got waiver. We picked correct. Alright, Valks. Mordred. This guy's living in pain without the S. You know what we gotta do? You know what you gotta do, my guy? You gotta hit this banner right here. You gotta hit this gosh darn dang fabbin nabbit banner right here. Or this one. Or that one. Or that one. Or that one. Ooh, wait, I could pick any saber I want? Crazy. Dude, I could have any saber be my grand, including Masashi. Australia University got invaded and attacked by femboys. Real? Big if true? That's kind of funny. I was referencing the Pitbull meme. No, that one I got. Yeah, I think I know which one you're talking about. Draco put a shirt on. That's why you gotta ascend her. You need her to ascend the political ladder and put clothes on. Where are my real characters, huh? Where are the real people? More chances for Koyin? True! So true, bestie. Double the chance for Koyin Skaya. I only got shafted really hard and didn't summon for Lilith trying to get Koyin Skaya. Surely I will have no... no malicious thoughts towards Koyin Skaya. Surely it's the 5th banner that I summon on. That's where I get her. When are you making a comma video for NA? Do I need to make a comma video for NA? I already have like 3 of them. I already have like a billion comma videos. It's not like much has really changed for comma. I mean, I guess I could. I guess I could do like a should you summon on this comma banner and be like, I guess. Like, it's just me like just looking into the camera, shrugging and be like, I mean, she's good. Do you want comma? Like sure, bro. Okay, we're just gonna guaranteed get that 80% crit. But like, comma's not bad. You just gotta weigh her against the summer anniversary characters. I mean, I do think that before comma gets her buff, Saber Medusa is better than her. So like, you could just wait for Saber Medusa. Saber Medusa is pretty good. But then comma gets that buff and it makes her a little nutty. Makes her a little sick, nasty go-to with the sauce. Hey, can we stop the critting, man? Can we, like, relax? We need to get Masashi her Adderall because she is bouncing off the walls right now. Where are my Arthur cards, huh? Where doth thou ist my British cards. Imagine not getting Koyan on the first multi, but imagine getting Oberon on the second multi. That's pretty good. 80% crit 100% of the time, exactly. Just gotta believe. Look, I guess like rerunning the banners twice is kind of nice. At least for NA players, right? You know the second round of banners is coming. See, if I knew the second round of banners was coming, I probably would have put more in on Metatron Jean. Could have summoned for my girl. That's my wife right there. Kama's easily second best assassin right now. I mean, probably, but I just want to say there's not a lot of competition. Like, it's not like there's a whole lot of competition. Like, let's call a spade a spade. It's not like there's a whole bunch of competition. Good lord, dude. 500k crit? That's a little crazy. That's a little schnasty. And you are finished. You have sealed your doom by charging my Arthur's NP gauge. Arthur, squad honor. Best assassin is Draco. Real and true. Truth nuke. Truth apocalypse even. Hot take. You recommend Ace the Savior or Zertoria? Ruler Melusine or Lancer Meld? In need of arts AoE, so I'm leaning towards Ruler, but not sure. I mean, if you need an AoE arts character, Ruler Melusine is really strong. She's pretty good. Would recommend. Very strong character. But if you can afford to hold out, I would hold out for Summer Ibuki. That is going to be a while away, though. And then Ace and Zertoria. Like, Zertoria is easier to use, but Ace has, like, a higher ceiling, I guess is how I would describe it. Or Adderall. Spiked Udon. Miss Masashi, I need you to take your meds. You know, I used to be the greatest swordsman of all time. Okay, Grandma. Okay, time for you to go to bed. You know, I once fought all the greatest swordsmen in a singularity. Okay, alright, Grandma. Whatever you say. She just hasn't been the same since blowing herself up in Lost Belt 5.2. She's just been more delirious. Summer Masashi, best archer. Yeah, poor archers. I can't believe they... I can't believe they would do that to them. You think Lysengal would do that and validate a whole class? We'll get you to bed. Huh? Oh, you mean Grandma. I thought you were talking to me. I was like, what? Crazy talk. I think Draco is just the best Saber, Archer, Assassin, Rider, Caster, Berserker. She's just a Berserker that takes resisted damage. Someone should send you down the river, Grandma. Hey, don't talk. Hey, don't talk to Masashi like that. Hey, don't talk to her like that. Don't talk to her like that. She's just sleepy. She got blown up fighting chaos, right? She's a little EP lady. I was like, don't take my NP. Yeah, look at him tanking that. Okay, I thought I was about to get crit really hard. I was like, let me not talk too much shit before we actually won the fight first. Free damage? Hell yeah. Morgan is the best Berserker? God, I wish. I unfortunately think Morgan has some pretty stiff competition in Berserker. I think you can make an argument that she's the best Berserker, but Summer Ibuki, Zertoria, Lohai, and Lilith are all pretty convincing arguments. Chaos appears in Lost Belt 5.2 for a whole for 5 whole minutes. I mean, it might be shorter than that. Chaos is like, I'm here. Zeus is like, no, what are we going to do? Oh my gosh! And then Masashi says, check this out, and, you know, kills it. Then she got canceled on Twitter? Masashi? She could never get canceled. What could Masashi possibly do to get herself canceled? Clueless. Yeah, what could she possibly do? What? Reads Masashi lore for the first time. Alright, what are we getting now? Yeah, Morgan does do a lot of damage against, like, man attribute, and has the immortal team. Like, those are pretty good convincing arguments. But then, like, the counter to that is, like, well, I don't have to do the immortal team comp if Lilith just turns the guy into paste. No, the hecking Chaos Areno. Musa Chad then blows herself up. Is that lore accurate? And speaking of, what is my Berserkers looking like? My Berserkers, they're getting there. Holy! Bro, we've gotten 100,000 QP just by farming it? Hello? Do not tell Kendrick Lamar about Masashi. Do not tell him about her. He will blow his top. You know what, Kotaro? You can have your assassin. What Masashi lore? Yeah, dude, what Masashi lore? Nothing. Nothing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Better than I thought it would be. Yeah, once you try it out and you kind of get the feel for how the flow and the groove is supposed to be, it's pretty easy to do. My first run doing it was a little bit rough, but then like once I kind of got the groove for it, smooth sailing. I just like Melusine better, so I'm trying to cope. Ah. Okay. You said, oh no, this is just copium. Understandable. I guess you'll get all of these costumes. I hate notifications. Oh. Alright, well, Chloe, you can have your costume, but you're going back in First Ascension immediately after. Immediately after. Expeditiously going back. Freaky. We're putting you back in Ascension 1. Chloe, you gotta put some pants on, dog. Chloe, put your pants back on. This is the beach. There are children here. Where is she? Hello? There you are. Put them back on. Put the pants back on. Get your feet out of my face, dog. Whoever designed Summer Chloe was freaky, dude. For all the wrong reasons. There you go. Put the shades back on. Dude, I can't believe that when we got the announcement, I thought Chloe was going to be a ruler because she had, like, the ID pass. So I was like, dude, she's going to be, like, the boss person because it'll be funny, right? And they were like, nah. Why'd I even unlock it? I'm tired of having the notification down there. I want to have my stuff, man. I want my stuff. I'm tired of having the notification down there. I hate notifications. Okay, what is this? What does this gosh darn here give me? Nothing for farming. So you know what? I don't care about it. Adult Chloe art looks like Okita Ultra, though. Pretty lit. Wouldn't that just be, like, gender-swapped Emiya at that point? Like, isn't that just gender-swapped Emiya? Summer Chloe could be as good as she is. Yeah, that doesn't even be the common consensus. People are like, bro, I don't care how good Summer Chloe is. I'm not rolling on the freaky banner, dude. But that is why they put Summer Castoria on there. They said, oh no, boy, you're gonna be summoning gosh dang it on this banner one way or another. Nah, you're rolling for the Summer Chloe. You don't have a choice. You want the best arch DPS in the game. Or you want a Suzuka and her big fat mammaries, dude. Sorry, I do be gooning a little bit to Summer Suzuka. But Castori is also 16. You know what? Get them. Talk to them. Stone them in the streets. I'm a man and a man that likes big women. Dude, speaking of big women, Foxforest was he was streaming Elden Ring, and I was like, dude, we actually have the model for America now. I'm sorry, bro. I'm glory to the Golden Order. I'm sorry, bro. Like a 9-foot blonde woman? Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah, bro. I don't know, bro. Like, is 9-foot blonde woman? Yeah. Hand it over, buddy. Okay, but look, here's the thing. You say you're a man that likes big women, but you have Draco as your PFP. Draco's like 5 feet tall. Draco is so small. Which is hilarious, right? Like, I love that Draco, like, is like a... She's, like, kind of dominating the conversation with Tiamat when she comes back. Spoiler alert for the event if you didn't read it, which, you know, El Bozo Ratio should have read. But it's, like, so funny because she's like, yeah, I'm small. I'm small. Is a huge part of her character. Freaky ass chat. How is Castoria 16? That's when she leaves on her journey in Lost Belt 6. It's like somewhere in the second part, I think that they mention it. They bring it up. She's small Morgan, basically. Akulazi, she is taller than... Who? Who? Draco in Arcade? Dude, yeah, that's Mother Harlot or Hora Babylon, depending on which name you want to use. But yeah, that Draco, that's a different story. That's... Yo, that's I Love Evil Women right there, dude. Yeah, there we go. Hold on, let me... Fellas, sight the top right. Fellas, sight the top right. Sight the top right. That's Evil Women right there. That's what we like to see right there. That's what we like to see, boys. I love me giant evil women. Nasu, dap me up, bro. Dap me up. I agree. Evil nun lady the size of the solar system? Hell yeah, brother. Does age even matter to servants? That's a good question. Take him to Chris Hansen. Satanta had some thoughts on Arcade Draco. We could keep those thoughts to himself. How about that? I guess yes to all of them besides Kiara because Kiara is literally the devil. What? No, that's Draco. What do you mean? What do you mean Kiara is literally the devil, bro? Wrong religion. Bro's in the wrong religion. Eric, for legal reasons, this is in-game, as they would say, yes. yeah, Cowley's like, hold on. He put on his Saul Goodman outfit, you know, he's like, alright, let me hold on. Your Honor, hold on. We're talking about a video game here. I must be blind, I don't see evil women, I see wife material. That is probably the most baller thing I've ever heard anybody in chat say. That might be the most baller thing. I mean, let me look at this. I mean, look. Yeah, like, Kiara's pretty great. Kama's pretty great. I mean, Morgan and Jalter speak for themselves. Now, Koyanskaya. I have some thoughts about this character. As many of you may know, I have some thoughts on Koyanskaya. Now, if it's Koyan Light, I think we could get along. If it's Koyan Dark, she's probably going to rip my gutty works out. And I like my guts where they are, thank you very much. I like my guts being inside of my body. I think they're quite comfortable right there. I think they are good where they're at, you know? I have a meme about fixing him in Discord. Fixing who? If evil, why hot? Exactly. Now, I did see a post that did bring up a good point, though. It was like self-proclaimed evil women enjoyers when a real evil woman comes up. And it was a picture of Aurora from Lost Belt 6. Fellas, what do we think about that? Let's interrogate that meme for a second. What do we think about that? Do we think the guy is spitting? Were we perhaps... Were we too harsh? My guts get rearranged regularly by large women. Bro, the ZTL chat, be normal, challenge impossible. Difficulty impossible. Be normal, not a possibility. Can't be done. Oh, does this also give me drops? Let me see. This drops nothing. I'm gonna go back to farming. I want my Muramassa to be done. I don't like Aurora, but why is she like the most hated person in FGO? I feel like it's just everybody unanimously agrees that nobody like think about it like this, alright? Think about it like this. Like, Kirei's a pretty bad dude, but Kirei does have fans. You know, Doman is a pretty fucked up dude, but he has fans. Aurora, for some reason, we've kind of just all unanimously decided we don't like that character. Which is probably because no matter who you are, Aurora has hurt you in some way, right? If you like Morgan, bad. If you like Castoria, bad. If you like Melusine, bad. If you like Sith, bad. If you like Barghest, bad. If you don't like any of those guys, you like Habitrot, bad, right? If you like MASH, right? If you're a MASH enjoyer, Aurora is bad, right? It's like a perfect character that made sure that they ruined everybody's lives equally, or to a certain degree, so that nobody could possibly like them. Aurora just lies worse than Oberon. Yeah, to be fair, Oberon does, he does tell you everything I say is a lie. So if he says, I hate you, you're like, oh, that's so sweet. What you do to Balaban? So, like, for Sith, it's just, like, byproduct of, things that are happening. Sith isn't anything, like, direct, but it is, like, a byproduct of what she's doing. That is kind of like, Sith's whole thing. Sith kind of just catches strays from everybody, right? Like, Sith could kind of just be minding her own business, and will just catch random strays from people. Sith could literally be at the Dairy Queen, just big chillin', just minding her own business. Just chillin', having a gay old time. And then somebody would just walk past her in Lost Belt 6 and throw a tomato at her. Why would they do that? That's so rude. Someone once said that Aurora resembles Guinevere. I can't unsee it anymore. That's going to be very unfortunate for Guinevere. It's a byproduct, so I'm just going to blame Aurora for it. I mean, you're not wrong if you kind of blame Aurora for everything in Lost Belt 6. Most things go back to somehow being her fault. I mean, look, the sad thing is it... You could put a lot of the blame on Morgan for that one, because realistically, it's one of those scenarios that I think if Morgan sat down, had a conversation with her daughter, a lot of things would change. I think a lot of things would change. But she's hanging out with Beryl, and she's not talking to her mom. Morgan's too busy, you know, dealing with all the Faye shenanigans. So then she keeps going to Beryl, and Beryl's like, you should do this. And then Sith is like, will that make mom happy? And he's like, probably. And she's like, okay, I'll do that. And she just keeps doing that. Look, I don't like Coral either. But Coral at least she kind of understood that Aurora was a bit insane. She started to get it. She was like, I hate what Aurora did on the knock ceremony at the end with Melusine. Yeah. Poor Melusine. Melusine got driven insane. She went mad. Isn't Sith's thing is that she's guaranteed to be hated? Yeah, it's because just like, she's a vampire. You know, vampires are like the kind of the take that FGO has on them is that they're disgusting creatures of the night. Filthy bloodsuckers, you know? Fiends, heathens, the lot of them. And plus she was like never really like walking around in like nice clothes. Like she said she would like walk around in like rags and stuff, so it didn't really help. Wish Morgan didn't outright declare war on us when we met her. If she didn't and stayed to her own devices, we wouldn't even have had to fight her. We'd have to fight her eventually to get rid of the Lost Belt. Like, I understand it. Because you don't want to... Because, okay, our dumbasses walked up to Morgan and would say, hey, could we borrow, like, a Ronga Miniad, please? And Morgan was like, no. What are you guys, crazy? What are you guys, stupid? Like, we didn't really go in there with a very good sales pitch. We were like, can we have Wongo Miniad, please? She was like, no, you can't have a Ronga Miniad. What's wrong with you? What are you guys, stupid? It's like, oh man, we are stupid. What listening to Da Vinci does to somebody. Never letting Da Vinci yap for me again. But yeah, literally, please one Ronga Miniad. Please, can I have one... Can I have one nuclear bomb, please? Just the one. Please. I'll be... You can trust me with it. You can trust me with the nuclear bomb. I can be trusted with this. I won't do anything nefarious with the nuclear bomb. Who is worse, Aurora or Beryl? Probably Aurora. Beryl does piss me off, though. But she doesn't say what's in the pit to anybody. To be fair, the fairies wouldn't care. They'd be like, look at Morgan talking about some crazy pit again. Okay. Because you gotta remember, Morgan already tried this a couple of times. She's like, alright, I tried the nice approach. I tried to be, you know, Ace the Savior. And or like Ace the Rain Witch. And then it was like Tonalico the Savior. So she's like tried it a couple of times, and it just turns out the Fae are just god-awful. Just not a redeeming quality about them. They're just actually the worst. It doesn't matter if you come in trying to be super nice, because then they kill your whole family, which is not very cool. And then you come in and you be mean, and the Faes are like, yeah, she's pretty good, but not good enough. Let a brother hold on to let a brother hold on to one of those, yeah. Yeah, let me get one of those real quick. Let me check that out. How many guys? Okay, you know, we had the discussion on guys versus gorillas. How many hood people do you think it takes to clear Lost Belt 6? How many like genuine thugs do you think it takes? Can we get a funny vamp shout out so I can go to bed? Also, fairy sucks. Shout out all my funny vamps. Shout out all my haha funny vampires. I do have an appreciation for Archetype Earth, though. I do love her now. I get it. My eyes have been clearly opened. Do the thugs get guns? They can get a piece. They can have a piece. No war crimes will happen. Have we seen Vivian of the Lake in story yet? I can't remember. No, because they just rolled all of those into Morgan. Morgan's just all of them. She's Vivian. She's Morgan Le Fay. She's a Lady of the Lake. She's just everything. She's just every every lady you could think of. They just made her all of them. She's just all of them. They were just like, all right, random other woman, yeah, that's just all gonna be Morgan. So at the beginning, she was just chilling in a lake. She was a spirit. Then she was like, hey, maybe this Camelot thing is pretty cool. Grr, I hate Arthur. Oh man, I kind of feel bad for orchestrating his downfall. I guess I'll bring him to Avalon. And then somewhere in there, Morgan put Merlin in a rock. Thugs with the peace counter. Yeah, but how many? How many? How many we got? How many guys we sending in? Yes, God bless. I should start using a different Mystic Code, I think. Methinks I should use a different Mystic Code. So I can start leveling something else up. When are we going to get bonuses for leveling up our Mystic Codes, huh? At least 2 are needed. You think Trevor from GTA could get through Lost Belt 6? I'm not saying he has to solve it, I just think he needs to get through it. You think he's got enough ingenuity to do that? You think he's got you think he's got the mental willpower to do it? Doesn't this one also give battery? Oh, that's HP. That does give battery, but it's a quick buff. That's a buster buff. That's also buster. This is stars as well. Let's do that. If Trevor gets his cheat codes, he's got it in the bag. I'm the 120 grand Void Cheeky on your friends list. Word? You know what? Shout out to Ark. Lore accurate. He's like, what if I made the strongest saber my strongest saber? Trevor would piss off the Sakura fairy. Oh, yeah. No. Kazura drop? Yeah. Or not Kazura drop. You can't see me, but I'm throwing up air quotes. Takadu, explode their balls. Ooh, and NP gain. That's what we like to see. We love to see it. Now, unfortunately, this dumb dummy over here doesn't have Black Grail on their Takadu. What are they, stupid? I'm gonna be the guy who makes Saber Lily their Grand Saber. What did he mean by this? Detectives, check his PC. Whoa! Hey! Well? Plan B. Plan B, Nero, I need you to hold it down until Muramassa gets here, I guess. Well? Does Takadu have Ibuki sword? It's actually the other way around. Other way around, but yeah. That's why when you play Samurai Remnant, they're like, oh, anybody that sees Kusanagi will know this is Yamato Takadu. Live! That's not gonna save him. Who's the black-haired lady with the Neko art coming? You mean Alice? Wait, with Neko art. Oh, you're talking about Seal. Seal is next summer. Sorry, I usually think of Seal with like or CL with blue hair. My bad. It's like black-haired lady with Neko art. It's like, who is he talking about? It's like, oh, he's talking about Seal. Yeah, Seal's next summer. Live. Never mind. We're dead. Please, Lord Almighty, give me the Muramassa cards. I don't ask for a lot. You're not Muramassa. Never mind. Lord, I take my prayers back. Lord, I recount my prayers. Never mind. When doesn't Ciela have blue hair? I'm gonna check her ascensions. Maybe one of them it's more black? I don't know, her hair is always pretty blue. Is Samurai Remnant good? It can get a little repetitive at times, but it's fun. It's fun. It's like fine. It's not like the best game I've ever played, but it's not bad. Sorry, blue hair, I just got back from work. You're all good, man. We were able to figure it out. Don't worry. We figured it out. My 670 billion IQ was able to ascertain what you were talking about. Don't worry. This noggin, this brain, can figure out anything. Except how to beat this Masashi, because we're getting our asses beat today. Good lord. Alright, Lord, I don't ask you for a whole lot, but please give me the Muramassa face cards. Lord, strike yourself down immediately. You hear like a thunderbolt, I just get clapped. You have returned. You have returned to me being blasphemous. You have returned to blasphemy. Now what am I supposed to do? Now what am I supposed to do, huh? Maybe Muramassa will just do a boat ton of damage. Not really. Okay, that was a nice crit, I suppose. No, it hit Muramassa! What are you doing? Or get rid of the... You know what? Actually, get rid of these guys. Less face cards in the pool. Thank you, Masashi. Alright, Muramassa, you just gotta be goated. That shouldn't be too hard, right? Because you're normally goated. Check this out. Big damage. Big damage. Big damage. Humongous damage. Mondo damage. Wait, she's not NPC! Whoa, look. I thought she was always NPC'd. What happened to the NPC? It didn't matter. We're just that goated. 0 damage. You suck. Never mind. You're mid. You're trash. You're garbage. Get her out of here. Get her out of here. She sucks. She's terrible. She's garbage. She's trash. Muramassa, kill this guy. Muramassa, send her back to data lost. What's deeper than data lost? Data not found. Muramassa, explode this woman. Hell yeah, brother! Don't talk about Muramassa. Put in that word. Fraud, Sashi. Get her out. Get her out of there. I do think if they make games like DMC with fake characters, it'd be more interesting. Probably. But they like their Dynasty Warriors. They love Dynasty Warriors. I was lied to about Wuwa? Yeah, so was I. There's no Shorekeeper rate up. I was like, oh. It's Jinsei. Which is good. I have a chance to get Jinsei's weapon. Only reason I was playing... Hey, don't worry. That means Shorekeeper's sure to come back soon. Surely soon, right? Fox and Vel gaslighted. That is true. I did believe Shorekeeper was coming back because of Fox first. We should kill that guy, not me. I looked and saw 4 to 6 months. That does kind of suck for me as well, because I need Shorekeeper's weapon. I'm gonna mold and seethe. What are you also gonna shit, piss, and cum, maybe? Like, will you? Maybe? Like, for real? Like, on God? I was running Void Cheeky with double Nero Bride with Lakshmi Bai as backline for when one of the Neros go down. I am letting my friends do all the hard work for me. And then, if it comes down to it, Giga Chad Muramassa appears at the very end. I think one from Wuwa is the funny gif of the meme of one of the new Wuwa characters with a nose. Yeah, they removed that one. That's the Zani one. That's a sticker in our Discord server. They got rid of that thing, like, super quick, but we were like, nah, dude. Nah, you post it to internet, it does not disappear, it does not leave. No, you post. You posted. Once you make the thing, I will always have it. Altera. You know what? Everybody get back. Get back. Get back. Stand back, fellas. And let Artoria cook. Alright? Alright, step back. Take 2 more steps back. Stand up. Turn around. Close the door. Sit down. Lay down. Now watch her cook. Use my Void Cheeky once? Mid Cheeky? I don't know about that. It feels so bad using the Buster thing this early. With only 1 card. But, I believe. I believe in this woman. And her 10% crit. Artoria, baby girl, you gotta absorb the stars, man. I'm home? Bro, were you texting while you were driving? It's even worse, you were stream chatting and driving. That's crazy. Came from Morgan. Well, I hate to disappoint, but this is Sabers only. I would love a Saber Morgan in the same style as Hunt Marsh from Star Rail. Only the real ones will know what I'm talking about. They'll know what I'm looking for. A Mighty Chain. No crit. No crit. Mid. This is why you can't grail your Saber Artoria, lads. She's a fraud. She's a bum. She's trash. Hold on, she better be goated. Might be goated. Hold on. Hold on. Wait, yeah, low. Mighty Chain. Hold on a minute. Stand aside, fraud Nero. It's time. It's time. Saber, Excalibur this man. This woman. This Buddha lady. That's what we like to see. We like to see crits for 200k. It's not a lot, but it's enough to get the job done, you know? You might not like it, but it's honest work. Okay, bro, Masashi, I get it. Dude, chill out. Calm down, bro. Not that serious. There we go. Mashed potatoes, get rid of mid-Malasa. She's holding back. Ah, yeah, true, holding back. I still want Ruler Morgan. Isn't 10th anniversary, like, Night of the Round Table themed? I have no idea. I haven't been keeping up. I don't pay attention to those part of the JP streams. I use that to take, like, an extra 60-minute nap. But if it's Night of the Round Table themed, and they just showed off Galahad...
The strongest duelist won in the
feel like we know what's gonna happen. Seraph, thank you for the 2 months. Thank you, my boy. You're just in time to see me cooking up Musashi. Had you made Muramasa your Grand Saber? I did make Muramasa my Grand Saber. Now, where could he be? Where could he be? Makes you think. Could be anywhere. Alright, where we get in there. Bah! Mediocre hit. I was gonna say big hit, but that wasn't that big of a hit. Imagine Morgan Alter. Morgan Alter is fully dedicated to being a housewife. She has fully converted to housewifeism. Alright, Artoria, chop this man into bits. Big crits. That's not a crit. That's a crit. Morgan Ultra would be ace, come to think about it. Probably. That's probably the best way to think about that one. But I'm never gonna say no to additional Morgans. Just give me another one. Can I get a proper Summer Morgan? That'd be nice. Can I get a Santa Morgan? Can I get an amen in chat? Can I get an amen for, like, a Santa Morgan? Can I get a hallelujah in the chat for a Santa Morgan? Unsure of who you want to make your Grand Assassin and Rider later this year. I think my Rider is going to be Tai Gong, because I like Tai Gong, and my Assassin's probably going to be Kama. Probably. Morgan Alter be like, I'm gonna talk to Sith before she does something stupid. I'm gonna talk to her. I'm gonna make sure Sith doesn't do something dumb. And then everyone's just like, what? Bikini Santa Morgan? Yeah, you should definitely not, like, draw that, and definitely don't send it to me, you know? That sounds like a terrible idea. I would hate it if somebody drew that out and then sent it to me. That would be terrible. After my Bima, I'm going for CL and maybe Saber Medusa. I care less about Stash Toria. You know what? Fair enough. You know, I need to think through my grands, but we have 2 years to decide them on NA because I got nothing ready on JP. I think I only have one decided. Yeah, so the one that you've decided is you're going to have your Grand Assassin Samko Kofsky. That's what I believe. That's what I think Janix is going to have. A little out there as a prediction, but I think I'm kind of cooking. When does the system come to NA? In 5 years. Use my saber? Which one? Which one? Which saber? You have to be more specific. Gonna have to be a bit more pacific about that one. There's a lot of sabers. 120 Void Shiki. What NP level is it? I was gonna say NP1, but trust me, she's gonna cook. And then I just cry. Only NP3? Wait, NP3 might be enough to get the job done. Now, hold on now. Hold up there, brother. Hold on now. Slow your roll, slow your horses, buck it back, put it in reverse, sit the horse down, hop on down now. Now, let me tell you something here, brother. That MP3, it might not look like a lot, but that might be enough. Darn tootin' might be enough. Yeah, Morgan should be a ruler class servant, so there's a chance. That's all I'm hearing, is that there's a chance. I think my grand is wife Nero. Kind of based. We do love Nero enjoyment in this chat. I want NP5, but after getting NP5, Lilith didn't have the chords for Shiki. You know what? NP3 is still pretty good. If you also got Lilith NP5, that's pretty good. Because you gotta think about it like, I got Lilith NP5 and I still got NP3 Shiki. Didn't quite get the full shebang done, but I got close. I have not 120'd a single character on JP. I have not 120'd a single person over here because I was like, cannot be bothered. I mean, first I'd have to get the guys, like, coins and stuff. My guy's Void Cheeky has disappeared off the map. Space Morgan Ruler? Alright. Tantalize me for a second. What character is she going to be modeled after? Because we have, like, Darth Vader Mutanori. We have, like, Palpatine, kind of Darth Maul as MHX, right? Or MHX Ultra, I guess. Who are we going to do for Space Morgan? It's a good question. Truthfully, I don't know if I have the answer to it. You could make her Ahsoka, right? Ahsoka's like a gray Jedi. That could be like something I could see Morgan doing. Like a neutral force. Who's like a misunderstood Star Wars bad guy? Who's like misunderstood, actually? Where it's like, ah, man, well, that guy actually wasn't all that bad. Could do Kylo Ren, closest thing to an axe. But I don't want Morgan to be mid-Ren. I don't want her to be mid. I want Morgan to be good. You can't do this to me. See, I was thinking of Darth Revan, but that might be way too in on the reference, you know? That might be a little too deep. And so, look, sometimes Fate likes to go really deep with the references, and then sometimes they just like to be surface level. Savage? No, Savage is a maniac. What do you mean? Peak annoying, misunderstood Anakin. Well, look, there's two different Anakins. There's movie Anakin and then there's Clone Wars Anakin. Clone Wars Anakin is my goat. Movie Anakin... I don't want to talk about movie Anakin. I don't want to talk about movie Anakin. I don't want to talk about that guy. Dude, I'm looking forward to rewatching the Clone Wars stuff because I haven't seen the new stuff they put out, like the final season stuff. I've heard it's really good. I'm looking forward to it. I heard Bad Batch was good. Star Killer, I would love that because that means that Morgan would be broken. Star Killer isn't canon anymore? What do you mean anymore? I don't know if that guy was ever canon. Nihilus? Yeah, but isn't Nihilus just like a pretty... Isn't he just definitively a bad guy? I'm pretty sure he's just like definitively a bad person. You want to do any of the revenge stuff? I don't know. Look, I've seen that guy murder some innocent people. Grand system works how? I'm glad you asked. Welcome to the ZTL tutorial. So first you're going to want to open up your grand score system. The grand score system is in the second tab under enhance at the very bottom. Now you're going to want to go to your grand class of choice. For me, we're going to go to the Saber tab. Then you're going to want to click the top right thing right here. Give it a little click and you'll see your Grand Caster Servant person. I fucked up there. I can't do family friendly. I messed up. ZTL tutorial mode on. And now you're going to want to click the button. Starkiller was canon until Disney destroyed Legends canon? Oh, I didn't even think he was canon before Disney. But you know, that's good to know. We know anything on the extra classes getting something similar to Grand Class? They're question marked out right now. So who knows? Alright, we'll use this guy's fraud Shiki over here. Let's interrogate these Shiki for a second. Let's see what we're getting into. Noah pen skills, shaking my head. Shaking my head, my head. Shaking my head. Clones and droids are by far my favorite factions. Dude, I love Clone Wars, man. You get these cool, awesome battles. Look, I get it. Star Wars, you know, Episode 4 was made, like, right after Vietnam, so we got, like, dudes in the trees and shit. Nah, give me my big-ass battles. Somebody kill that guy. Somebody kill that guy. Somebody kill that dude. What do you mean, pregnant Shiki Beshi? Who is coming out today? Am I just streaming too late? Have we just crossed the 9 a.m. threshold? Or 9 p.m.? What the hell, bro? I'm sorry. If this Shiki does less than 500,000 damage, ban that guy immediately. Kill him. Okay, wait. We just barely got there. We did about 700k. What is bro on about? I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. I have no idea. I'm just streaming the game. I just came out here for a nice time playing some FGO with the boys. And my guy just... my guy just had the craziest take. You think we'll get Durga on Monday or next month? Part of me wants to say Monday. Monday or Wednesday. I'm feeling Monday. I can kind of feel it in my balls. I can feel it. I'm tired, boss. What does that mean? Bro, you're tired, but at least you're not the you're not the pregnant Shiki guy. That boy's wildin'. Sorry, I put Black Grail back on. I was trying a crit Shiki. Ah, I see. Yeah, might as well get comfortable farming. These are gonna be like the best things to be farming for a bit, I imagine. I was ready to make fun of this for being a dead week, but no, these events are crazy. Get him out the kitchen because bro is not cooking. Send that dude back to the library. I ain't gay, but Bima is Bima. Truth and Nuke? Question mark? Can you take out Nero, please? Thank you. NA anniversary is early June, right? Yeah, it should be early June. No, wait. No, early July. I don't know why I said June. I'm stupid. Ignore me. Morgan could technically Black Grail farm soon. No, because you can't use these in free quests, which is, like, really unfortunate. You can only use your grand buffs in specific stages. Stages? While we gorge on your money? Bro, the Star Wars politics is crazy. Yeah, I thought this, like, when I saw the buffs for Grand Servants, I was like, oh, dude, this is crazy. You can, like, farm with whatever servant you want now, and then my buddy was like, no, it doesn't work for free quests. Like, man. Thank you for using my servant, and sorry about the CE mix-up. Look, we're getting there. We're getting there, dude. Don't worry, we're getting there. Like, we always have the Muramassa fallback plan. Ow. You know, Masashi just doesn't want to attack my Shiki. They're too afraid. More time to get more quartz? Exactly. More time to farm. More time to catch up on those advanced quests. Give me that. Big battery. Landling, do the thing. What kind of invul does Masashi have? She can't be damaged by non-sabers. Which is ironic because you can only use sabers in this quest. It's kind of just like a lore flex thing. It's just lore flex. It's like, I'm immune to non-sabers. Well, I'm only using sabers. And then Masashi's like, damn, I've been countered. Just for the life of me, just will not attack Shiki. Fine, I'll get my own NP. Double arts card. Gonna try to 120 Phantasmood. I'll probably Grail Phantasmood if I get her. It's like, it's funny vamp, but gamer. Yugioh Marie swept the 7 grams. That was in a dream. Didn't happen. Oh, I already cleared everything in the month since I started this account. Real? Yeah, but attacking you just stack defense buffs early. No. I just wanted to get hit so she generates NP. I just wanted her to gen NP. I didn't want her to get hit to get removed. I just wanted her to be able to keep firing her NP. I was like, can you hit her? Because Masashi does double hits, so you regen like a ton of NP. Muramassa, end this fight. Before Lost Belt 7, Olga says she already did it. Yeah, when in Lost Belt 7, huh? Yeah, when? Source? Layer of lasagna. Dude, lasagna, Lasangle, I get it. Look, Muramasa, if you win this, I think you're done. I think we finish. So you just gotta win. You just have to not get crit. There we go, we did it. We did it. We did the thing. We didn't get hit. Is it on the ship when fighting at the beginning? Oh, of Lost Belt 7? Yeah, but that's in reference to the dream she had. Yeah, that's just her dream. You gotta remember, Olga Marie at her core is a fail girl. What append do you recommend on Shiki? That's a good question. Because the skill cooldown is really good. You said you were trying out a crit build on Shiki. So the crit one's honestly not bad. 30% crit. Like, that's never going to be terrible. The mono-loading is always good. I don't see a situation where you're going to be using her against foreigners, so I think third append is just kind of dead, no? The extra attack performance seems pretty good with the new grand skills. That doesn't seem that bad. Who would be the most trollless servant to grand? Draco, because then you have a grand beast, and that's hilarious. And that's hilarious. That's super funny. That's like literally being like, alright, Elia, this is what I think of your grand system. I'm gonna make your greatest enemy a grand servant. Your worst enemy is your greatest protector. That would be a big lore troll. But as far as other troll ones, so it'd probably just be somebody that's bad, right? So it's finding like the funniest bad servant. Because Ongramine used too expected. Like, people are going to see that coming a mile away. But would people see... Would they see the Jason coming? Would they see the Eric Blood Axe coming? That's the question. Why are you constantly fighting Masashi raid boss? This is how you get the drops for the Grand Servant stuff. So you kind of have to farm it. The drops are also really good. The drops do help, though. The drops are quite nice. The drops are kind of Kino. Alright, Takadu. Big crit. Smite my enemy. Arjuna Grand for the funny. I think Arjuna would be a funny Grand. I think Jekyll and Hyde would be pretty funny. I think Nursery Rhyme would be funny, just for the fact that you could keep her at Ascension 1. So it's like Grand Book. That's kind of funny. That's just funny to me in specific. Have you been playing any of Battlefront 2 Resurgence? Oh, is that like a Steam thing? Did like some Steam guy put the shit back together? Was he like, I've turned on the servers? Wielder of the Blood Axe? Blade of Eric Blood Axe? That Eric Blood Axe? Perhaps. Summer Gareth Grand? That's a pretty good one because she is terrible. I don't know why she's so terrible. I think Ryder Marie's a pretty funny one. Like, that one's just kind of funny to me. I think Astolfo's a little too expected. I think that's kind of it. A lot of these, I think, are, like, just kind of eh. Asking for Battlefront 3? Wait, the bad Battlefront 2? I don't want to play bad Battlefront. Plus, she even made the Astolfo there. Grand Saber. Well, I think he said that was the only Grand, or character he had grailed. Which, come on, my guy. We can't be slacking like that. What do you mean Astolfo's your only Grand Saber? What are you trying to say to me right now? Hey, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Is this an event or a new 5-star? It is a event, technically. Technically, it's an event. Look at that, 133 million QP. We're so back. Oh, 40 more. 40 more. Oh no, 100 more. Oh god. Oh. I can't do it anymore, fellas. But I'll truck through just for you. Good lord. They got me farming like a slave out here just to make my Muramassa 2.2 times better. My Grand Assassin Thrud? That does sound like a pretty based idea. Okay, we'll give Seraph's thing a shot again. Now that we have the correct CE on here for doing damage. Put Black Grail on Cheeky. Yeah, I saw. That's why we're gonna give it another. We're gonna give it another little testy run. Another little testy test here. Intense sex training sessions with Masashi. True. Look, Masashi's back for 5 minutes. I'm using those 5 minutes. I'm using my 5 minutes very, very, very smartly. Very intentionally. Cheeky, blow this guy's balls up. Only level 83 Black Girl. Hey, look, at least it's max limit broken, alright? At least it's max limit broken. That's the good stuff right there. Max limit broken Black Grill is like crack cocaine to FGO players. Oh my lord, look at that damage increase. We're smacking. Funny enough, she's kind of like at the same spot she was last time. Come on, man. Come on, Masashi. Why you gotta be like that? Thank you. Make Gilgamesh great again? What do you mean again? What do you mean again? That is an implication that he's not great right now. What do you mean by that? Which Battlefront 2 do you think is bad? The EA one? The new one? Not the one from like the early 2000s. Early 2000s? Oh my lord. Oh my god. The memories of that game. The peak, the heights that is Battlefront 2. Holy dude. Could there ever be a video game as good as Battlefront 2? I don't know. I don't know. Not sure. Don't know if it's possible. A Shiki Mighty Chain, you say? The new one is good? I don't know about that. We'll see. The new one is good. Let me... Well, I haven't played the new one in a while, so it could be a lot better. Like, mind you, I didn't really play it a whole lot. Like, I played it a lot when it came out. You know, when the star card system was, like, really bad. The controls aren't terrible, though. I'll say that. Like, I did enjoy playing the game. I just didn't enjoy playing the game. If that... You know what I'm saying? Like, the matches were fun, but, like, making progression was immensely AIDS. Alright, Cheeky. Send her back. Send her back to the streets. Okay, Shiki, let's try that again. I'm aware of the release Gilgamesh. Well, look, he's fine. Look, still fine. Look, anytime Gilgamesh has a problem, they hook him up. NP not doing enough damage, boom, NP upgrade. Battery's the new meta, boom, battery. Oberon synergy for Buster guys, boom, NP damage. 3 more runs? I think we need to do like 3 more runs anyway. Saber Medusi, anybody? No, yeah, I remember. Because I was still keeping up with FGO even though I wasn't playing it. Because I was like, I'm not playing no gacha game. Like, I'm not playing no fake gacha game. What are you, stupid? I'm not playing that. And then now look at me. Now look at me. Now look at where I'm at. I'm playing the stupid fake gacha game. Look at it. Look how it comes full circle. Medusa, kill this guy. Medusa, chop her tits off. Okay. No, you can't do that. That's all Masashi's got. Not a crit. Mid, Medusa. Mid. Mid, I say. I say mid to you, sir. 5% NP? That's nothing. That's nothing, bro. That's nothing. Some pretty nice quick crits, though. I mean, that was nice. That's fine. What is she, stupid? I have invincibility. What is she, dumb? Is Masashi slow in the head? Look at this guy. See this guy? This guy think they could damage my Saber Medusi over here, dude? They should give us a bigger boost to our team cost. You know, that would be a great idea. I would love it if they did that. Do I think they will? Uno? If I didn't mind spending the Grails, I'd do it. Oh, for Grand Phantom of the Opera? Yeah, the problem is that it's going to take you quite a few Grails. And is the bit that funny? I don't think it is. One game can make you fall in love with a character. I do agree. I am a big fan of Takeru. Will we use the Shiki? Maybe. Maybe. Let's see. Perhaps. We are most certainly not using the NP1 Shiki. I can tell you that for free. It's almost that funny. I don't know. I feel like it's not that funny. I feel like it's one of those things that someone would be like, oh, dude, I can't believe you did that. And they'll just kind of go back doing their own thing. I feel like it's not that funny. I've seen a 120 Eric Bloodaxe. You've probably seen a 120 of everything. If there's a servant out there, somebody's going to meme on him. Someone's going to be like, it's hilarious, dude. Now, me personally, I think it's alright. I think it's alright. He's not the best boss killer since AoE feels bad, man. Look, we just gotta get the insta-kill proc. Getting the insta-kill proc would be kind of crazy. Grand Berserker Bunyan, you enjoy the mid. Not me. Sorry, sir. I only grant good characters. Hey! Hey, bro, chill out! Leave Takeru alone! Takeru, get the looping in. Takeru, get max refund. The only low-star assassin anyone will expect is Sasaki, and I will be blown away by the Phantom out of left field. I think the problem is, like, since they've done Grailing, I've like, seen everything under the sun, so it's like, nothing would really surprise me. 0% death chance on most bosses like Masashi here. That's why I'm saying we gotta get it. You gotta do the impossible. You gotta believe. Is it safe to predict that we're getting Durga on Monday? Probably. That's probably safe. At the latest Wednesday. But probably Monday. We're done. I'm free. I'm free. ZTL moment? Exactly. I'll just kill the unkillable guy. I will literally do the impossible. And then when someone says, well, how did that happen? I'll say, I'm just that good. I'm just that good. Full power Muramassa. So that only took us like 3.5 hours. That's not a bad grind. Not a bad grind. Well, I still have to beat up the Mega Masashi. The Mega Leg, dude. Fellas, you think now that we beat up Musashi, we can summon? Fellas, I think I believe in myself. I think I believe. Yeah, we got you, buddy. So I would like Phantasmin. Phantasmin would be pretty cool. I don't think there's any sabers I want to summon for. Don't think so. Like, NP3 Muramasa would be funny. Saber Medusa would be pretty good. I do want Takeru a lot, but I've come to the reality, I've come to grips. Takeru's just not meant for me. Save for Koyan? Fuck you! I'm not saving for Koyan. Phantasmoon time, baby! Did you get good karma to summon? I think I did. Check this out. Boom! Right here. That's not what I meant. I do like Salabi, but not that much. Check it out. Boom! Right here. Yeah, boy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sirski. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Never punished. Telling you guys, sometimes you just gotta have the feeling. You have to feel it. Time to kill myself. I have no luck with pretenders like you. Well, I don't know if I have good luck with pretenders. I think Oberon was like, I just feel bad for you, man. I have no EXP cards. Chat, let us change that. I just have to yell boom at my screen. Real? It should have been me? No, it always deserves to be me. If I'm choosing between whether the fans get good luck or I get good luck, I'm always picking myself. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there. And I gotta go with myself. Now, does that mean that somebody, when pulling for Durga, is not gonna get Durga? Yes. And that's unfortunate. But that's also not me. That's what we like to see, boys. Unfortunately, we do probably need to do Oberon first. Get leveled. No super suck? I'm disappointed. Give me the suck. And only one SR, I didn't yell boom, that's why? Exactly. I can tell my luck on Phantasmoon has been ruined. I'm sorry. Or am I actually sorry? Well, no, I can't level up Oberon. Well, then. It's Phantasmoon it is. Hello, Phantasmoon. Welcome to my Chaldea. Will she be my extra 2 grand character? Maybe. Kinda nifty. Ark, put on the gaming outfit. No more magical girl. Ark, discover League of Legends. I love this archetype bird, dude. This is so freaking cute. I love it. I also ran out of feathers in the shop as well. Oh, I have feathers in the shop. I don't have any pure prisms. Opposite problem. No pure prisms. No Undiscover League. Well, I don't have enough to level her up, so right now she's a League player, unfortunately. Unfortunately, she's gonna be playing League of Legends for a little bit. Unfortunately, she's gonna be playing League. She has unfortunately discovered the League of Legends. Fill her with your foes. Real? What am I gonna do? Use these on Oberon? Hell no. Wouldn't Metajon be the LoL player? They could play together. I don't see the problem. They can be besties. They can bond over it, and then they can try to murder each other over it. Any other gamer girl characters? Osaka Behime. Osaka Behime is another one. Nah, they're playing League together. But are they playing together, or are they on different teams? Is it one of those things where they get along and they don't get along? It's, we were friends, but then we played League. They're playing bot lane together. See, now you lost me. The terminology got too real. The third is flat. No, it's definitely Osaka Behime. Definitely Osaka Behime. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, I'm looking at my C's. I'm trying to see if I have that one limit broken yet. It is not limit broken. Who is ADC and who is support? I don't know these terminologies, man. Don't ask me. I love my fictional introvert women. That's pretty real. It is pretty It is pretty totes adored, I will say. As the youth would say, it's pretty totes adored. What do you mean I'm out of seeds? That's why he decided to come in. He was like, yeah, I'll join your Chaldea. Have fun making use of me. I hate this guy. I'm full. See you later, bums. See you later, stinkies. Get them out of here. I should probably put my Muramassa on support, huh? Toads Magoats, my guy. Oh, he is already there. Nice. I love evil women, I guess. That's pretty real. So what else do I have for this? That's my dailies. I have to do one stage and I have to beat up Masashi? Okay. He's trying to get you to make Phantasmian your Grand Pretender? Oh, look, that's already going to happen. I mean, the only competition was, I think, Lady Avalon. But, yeah, pretty successful stream, my guys, huh? We acquire the new character, we grind up our guy. Wasn't even that hard. FGO telling me they're going to do a new hard battle. Me, I just laugh. Am I taking a look at my support lineup? You know what? I will do that. Anytime somebody tells me to do that, it's like, I have NP5 to all my characters, and I go, wow. And I go, anyway. I'm looking for... Oh. Bro, your supports aren't here! Where are they? There they are. What ascension you got your Castor? You're not your Castor, your Rider Artorian. The maid one, understandable. You know what? Props to you for using third ascension. Is that correct ascension Arcoid? Oh my lord. Anybody that has the correct ascension is okay in my book. Space Acer is also interesting because all three of hers are pretty good. He's just like me for real. Look, I don't get why more people don't use the Beast Era. She looks so cute. I love her so much. Bro, you gotta fix your supports. Gotta fix these. On business CL, understandable. I mean, all of CL's Ascensions are pretty good. It's another one where, like, they're all pretty good. Got my guy Full Power Gil. Are you a dress or armor Melusi type of guy? Never mind, he's Chaotic Evil. He said, I start mine off in third Ascension. I'm Chaotic Evil. Yeah, you gotta have Gamers on. I love her face. I love that she's, like, always cringing. It's, like, really funny. Vale Morgan, understandable. I really like this outfit for KP. I think this outfit goes hard. Literally giant woman. Paladin Mash makes sense. Ishtar!
The strongest duelist won in the end.
Ew! I thought that guy's name was Gonorrhea. Thanks for the sub to the channel, my guy. I was like, what the hell is that? I can't read it on the background. I'm not a smart player. Fix my support. Advice, please. Black Rail's good on her. Because she's a Grand, Black Rail's fine. This is okay on Durga. This is like crit and NP damage. You could probably give her like a 50% starting charge. Like if you have cranking, or I guess first day of filming. Even aerial drive's not too bad because she could squeeze out more damage. I don't hate the stars on Tamamo. I guess if you have Prisma Cosmos, probably better to run. I mean, these are like, you know, supports for support's sake. Okay, we gotta have a better quick CE, my guy. Hold on, we gotta have a better quick CE. Surely we have a better quick CE. Surely we got something better, right? We gotta have something. Something that gives quick damage and start engage. I mean, Beast the Rescue all at 100. I mean... because you do want her to, like, start firing her NPs really early to get her bond up. But... I mean, surely we could give her, like, something more damage. That's kind of her biggest issue, is damage. Quick. Yeah, he said we doing buff. We doing damage. Alright, well, for one, if you would like to help people out, put your Melusine in Ascension 1 or 2. Because otherwise, they don't get to use the 100% battery. Because then you could give her Black Grail. And, it's a bit more useful. See, 2030 is good on Merlin. Some of these are just kind of fine. Like, K-Scope's always just general. This is like just generally good. It's just generally strong. Like, yeah, you haven't done, like, Gil's a pen skill, so we don't need to do, like, a 50% starting charge. Like, some of these guys are just nice for newer players. Because if you think about it that way, they're just like, oh, I could just bring Gilgamesh and I could blast somebody. You know, it's just nice. Like, Ibuki and Kama could probably get, like, a 50% starting charge one. Like, again, any 50% starting charge that gives her, like, Buster crit, Buster NP damage, attack crit, just stuff like that. Things that help her out. Same thing for, like, Kama. It's kind of nice. Because Kama, you want to pop her battery. Her battery skill is really strong. So you do want to pop that. And I can remove Ishtar for a different archer. My man. Yeah, we can't have Gilgamesh and Ishtar on the same thing. Like, you could move this Black Grail to Melusine. And what do we give King Protea? Is she bad? No. It's just that the Gilgamesh is my favorite character. So, like, off rip, I don't like Ishtar. It's just because I like Gilgamesh. Ishtar's not terrible. She's not great, but she's not terrible. Like, she's got, like, good enough skills that she's never really going to be bad. You're just going to have better options. Type deal. Stars on Reigns, I think, is pretty good. It's not bad. Ibuki on Ibuki. Yeah, I mean, you could work with this one. It's, like, fine for her. This is a good choice for Castoria. It's nice. I do appreciate having actual CEs on your supports, by the way. Because sometimes I want to go fight a boss, and someone's like, yeah, dude, fight this boss with my Koyan Sky. I'm like, bro, put a real thing on there, please. And if you feel about Grand Ushi Wakamaru, I think the dog deserves to be a Grand. Ishtar could probably use a buff. Probably. I think for free she could get a buff. Like, if I'm just theory crafting on, like, an Ishtar buff, like, let's say you could buff skill 1 to give her increased buff chance. So 1, she could guarantee your Pierce Invul and Invincibility on skill 2. That would be nice. And then, I don't know, screw it. Give her, like, 30% NP damage. Fuck it, bro. 30% NP damage. Who cares? But alright, I think we have been going strong for almost 4 hours to get our Muramassa done. But, look at him. Look at this glorious man. Look at him in all of his glory. This, I love this Grand Frame, by the way. It looks so sick. Is there anybody else that I might swap to? Like, Mordred's kind of hot. But I think for everything he's done for his services on the account, we gotta do my boy Muramassa. We gotta let him flex. No longer a delay on her skill 3, please. I think they'll probably still keep that, because when they went to go buff Ruler Artoria, they didn't touch that. And they've buffed her twice, I think. Yeah, they buffed her twice. And they didn't even remotely check. I think those are just part of the appeals, I guess. But yeah, so next I think is Berserkers. Which the obvious one would be Morgan, but I'm gonna do Morgan on my NA account.
The strongest duelist won in the end.
Velsaka with the 23 months. Thank you, my boy. But I think it's gotta be Summary Buki. I could maybe be convinced into a Zergtoria, maybe. But I think it's gonna be an Ibuki. Ibussy angle. The Liar with the 23 months. What does that even mean? What did bro do? I don't understand the reference. I'm not in the know. So yeah, I will be looking forward to whenever that gets dropped. Are you a fan of Lilith? Well, I've only read the prologue and the first chapter of Ordeal Call 4. I like her so far. I mean, I like her design. I also like the debate. I can't spoil the debate, but it's not the Lilith you're thinking, right? Which is, like, interesting. So it's like a really, like, the debate was really good. I like her design. And I think I'm gonna like her character. I think I will like her. Pretty sure. Pretty sure I will end up liking Lilith. More than likely. But on that note, I think that has been a good streamy-weemy time for me and the boys. I think we have succeeded. Now, we were supposed to play Star Rail today, so maybe we'll play it tomorrow. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll do FGO tomorrow. I'm not sure. We'll find out. I like to play it by year. Bro got D&D to conduct? Kind of. Yeah, I gotta get ready for it. Lucky doesn't get off till like 12:30, so I have the Friday video to get ready, realistically. So I gotta go do the Friday video. Which who knows what the patrons will vote on this week. Only an absolute brain genius would be able to predict whatever they're going to pick. But for the non-patron members, they'll just have to find out tomorrow. They'll just have to see what's coming up, what we've been cooking. Play Battlefront 2? No. And on that note, I'm out of here. Remember, hug your evil women. Get your wife or your husbando a nice, big, hot chocolate. Make them breakfast in bed. And